Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly cult leader today, I guess, because today we are, we had originally scheduled our, to continue on with our Deathwatch adventure. We're doing some retooling of our 40K Fridays. So this evening, because and at least at the time of recording, we are kicking off a long weekend in North America, we thought it would be fun to return to a channel favorite that is Kult Divinity Lost, the most recent version of the Kult RPG published by Helmgast Studios. And we're going to play it in a bit of an unconventional setting, a dark fantasy setting. We're calling the Oak of Ashes. And with me tonight are the stars of our Oak of Ashes session. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First up, we've got Sean.
Hey, hey, I am playing Daroon. He is an outcast dwarf. And he is a bit sneaky and secret.
Very nice. Next up is John.
Everyone, I am John, and I'm playing Falkrill. He is a crown elf with the prophet archetype and the missionary occupation.
Very nice. And last, but certainly not least, is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Caldalore. He is a thorn elf and a bit of a criminal druggie.
Nice. So, at the start of all... Well, this is our first session playing with Kult, so one of the things we're going to do is take a look at your disadvantages and then see if any of them trigger for this session. So, for Daroon, you have Oath of Vengeance.
Revenge.
Oath of Revenge, sorry, not Vengeance, and Nemesis. So, which one would you like to roll for first?
You can try Revenge.
Okay. So give us a 2d10 roll, please. Let's see what you come up with. I'm going to start taking notes here, too. See if anything fun triggers. Let's see. An 11. Ooh, you can't focus on anything other than the target of your vengeance. Take -1 ongoing until... Oh, you know what? Hold on. This one only triggers when the target of your vengeance or someone or something associated with them appears.
Oh.
Who do you think that the focus of your vengeance is? We've, for those that listening at home, there's no real setting. We've got rough ideas for things. Part of the fun of playing Kult is discovering stuff as you play. So we're going to be doing that tonight as well. Just there is, I expect, a church associated with the Empire. Is there perhaps something religious oriented there? Is there another dwarf that is involved with this? Is there some military leader that you are... that may be holding this captive?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it so? If it's the person that took our guy, or is at least responsible for being caught?
Yeah,
maybe that's more realistic on our level. That it's someone that betrayed him. Okay.
So, how about Captain Comac?
That's
you call Comac the betrayer.
That's exactly how I was thinking.
Okay. So you know that Comac was involved in capturing this person who you are coming to save. So you are going to take -1 ongoing until their involvement in the scene ends. And that'll transition. So right now, for whatever reason, he's foremost in your mind when we're starting. So you are running fucking hot in this first scene. Would you also roll 2d10 for your nemesis?
Okay.
17. You are safe from your nemesis for the moment. So, Daroon. That's something to bear in mind for today. All right. And then Falkir.
Yep.
You want to roll for Cursed or Stalker first?
Let's go with Cursed first.
Okay. I think you filled it in, right?
I did.
Okay.
All I got to do is click a button.
Let's see. Fucking fabulous. That's the button to hit. I can take 3 hold and spend hold to make a move for the curse. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what your curse relates to?
Well, he is a missionary and a prophet, so when you act with those kind of forces in the world, other things push back.
Okay.
So this will be something to seeking to counterbalance his attempts to save his friend, I suppose.
Okay. So there is something supernatural in there. I'll put down, I've got 3 hold with respect to that. That's fucking great.
You may more because my stalker one is also next.
Go ahead and give us a roll for your stalker one as well.
Alrighty, you do get another piece
Enemies
of
are on to you. So I can spend a hold to make a move for your pursuer. Okay. Who do you think your stalker is?
I'm guessing it's going to be somebody of an opposing faith that is just really interested in sticking their thumb everywhere.
Okay.
I'm walking, and apparently he's got a decent take on me.
So one thing that's a feature of the setting is, of the default sort of cult setting, is that one of the kind of diametrically opposed aspects of the setting are angels and their counterparts. And perhaps this person might be maybe a crown elf who betrayed your whatever god you worship to serve its counterpart among the fallen.
Okay.
Okay. So then a fallen crown elf, and he worships your. What did we decide? I don't remember offhand because it's been such a long time. But did we decide on who you, like, what kind of god you worship?
We did not, but based on the abilities I have, which are exorcism, inner powers, and laying on hands, it's some sort of healing related god.
Okay, so perhaps then, give me a sec here.
Definitely something anti-undead.
Yeah, something like that features life and light. So it's not Elysium, not Dream. It is.
Sure, that bewitching ability, which lets me use my powers to manipulate someone. So
Nice.
could be related to that too.
That could also just be the strength of, the voice of God in their ears. Let's see here. Well, it doesn't really matter for now. I don't need to waste more time. Oh, here we go. Well, in any event, perhaps the whatever the counterpart to that, so it'll be a god of undeath, sickness, and I suppose dominance. Does that fit?
Seems to be correct.
Okay. Then Cal. Last one is Cal. Drug addict and wanted. Which one do you want to roll for first?
Let's see how the drugs are going.
Okay, so a 2d10, please. 13. I take 1 hold, and I may spend 1 hold to make a move for your addiction. For example, you cannot resist the drug, you run out of drugs, you become indebted to a dangerous person. So, Caldalore. Alright, so I've got 1 hold, and I got 1 hold on your stalker as well. Drug addict, and then go ahead and give us a 2d10 for your wanted disadvantage. 12. 1 hold. You've made a mistake. So I can spend 1 to make a move for the authorities. For example, your mugshot appears on the TV news. Ooh, yeah. Okay.
My wanted poster is up.
Yeah.
At my drug dealer's apartment.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to spend a little bit of this hold right off the hop here. So the town that you are headed to is called Verge. I've used this in a bunch of games lately, but I like the name. It'll stick in some campaign. So Verge is the place that you're going to be going. It's the seat of local kind of imperial power into the northern province where you guys are all from, or at least you're inhabiting right now. For one, Cal, you are one of the kind of bandits, criminals, or whatnot that is on the lips of most folks here. So that is going to be an ongoing problem, is that they know about the, murderous thorn elf that is out there. So that is what I'm going to spend that on. In addition, I'm going to spend one hold from the crown elf that he maybe has like sense that you're coming here, Falkir. Perhaps the crown elves are just more, ethereal, kind of closer to the Fae type, or closer to this kind of spirits type creatures. And the rarity of your kind means that when you are near one another, you can sense one another. And as such, your betrayer, do you have a name for your betrayer elf?
Do not.
Okay. Give me a sec here. Let's do a quick search here. Go away.
Trying to figure out on the sheet where we record wounds at.
It is on the second page, the top left, I believe.
Gotcha. So
it's not. There isn't like a hit point system in this game.
Yeah, it says one ongoing, but I don't have anything ticked.
You can take that off altogether.
I can't untick it.
Then you are persistently injured. Oh my god. No. All right. How about?
It's weird.
How about Vulmar?
That sounds good.
Okay. So Vulmar is your foe who is in there, and whatever dark spirits happen to serve him. We've got ourselves set up then. I've got my hold for drugs. I've got Darun has his persisting because of Comac, and I have that curse I can bring in later on, so that's pretty great. Oh, and yeah, you have drugs and the curse. So let's talk about what your relationship is to this person who has been captured. Who do you think it is? Is this someone who is key to a resistance? Is this someone who just happened to be of importance to you guys? Have you been hired to free this person? Or is there some other more personal connection? Is it a spouse of one of you?
Maybe we recruited them.
You brought them in, and then as through their...
Oh, but they were someone important we needed, and yeah, now they've been captured.
Yeah, and we're
we feel responsible.
I mean, handler's not quite right, but we're their we're their contact, we're their mothership, we're their who they trust, who they relied on to.
Now, why do you think it's so important to get this person? Do they have critical information? Are they just someone who's personally important to you? Do you think they may be a spy? What is the reason you're going to such lengths to break into Verge?
I'm thinking like maybe we were like mentoring this person, getting them up to be make them a spy for us, and getting them insulated in the right spots, and then they got tripped up somewhere and taken, and they're key for us doing a plan elsewhere that nobody else is suited for.
Okay. Are they human or are they non-human like you guys? One of the elder folk.
You guys think human?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So the concern is they happen to know a lot about a plan elsewhere, and you're hoping that they're going to remain stum until you have a chance to either rescue them or slay them.
Yes.
What is the plan that you guys have agreed on then? Is it to break this person out of the captivity and then make to the wilds with them? Is it something else? To slay them?
Yeah, I'm thinking if sensitive information, people that know this person's a spy or something, they can't be allowed to get out and spread word.
So,
What do you guys think?
in answer to my question, if you can't get them out, you're killing them, Falkir?
No, I mean the people that have taken him.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
None of them survive.
Okay.
Oh.
If he spilled information. Otherwise,
Interesting.
just get him out.
Cal
Well,
and
that's it.
Darun, what do you guys think?
I mean, if Valkyr's saying this information is that sensitive, I mean, I've killed people before for less, so
It could be related to
wartime.
his church dealings or something that this is worth more than a few lives.
Right. And I mean, these are our enemies. They've put a real wrinkle in my plan here. I'm down to my last hit, and we're heading off somewhere where I know I'm not getting any more. So this isn't good. Yeah.
Sounds good. Well,
Move quick. That's what Cal says.
speed is important.
Okay. I expect that there are some of the elder folk in Verge as well. So you're not necessarily going to stand out, but it also means that people will be able to tell your face from other elves or dwarves. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. To humanize, you'll be able to blend in with some of the other non-humans that are in the city. But for those non-humans, they're going to know who your fucking face, because you're not going to look like just some other elf or some other dwarf. So,
Right.
if you guys would like to learn a little more about Verge, what you could do is give us an investigate roll. See if you can learn some information. This will also, if it turns out poorly for this move, then it probably means there's some other complicating factor within Verge itself. So would anyone care to do that? You can also, what I'll suggest is you can pick one person to do the investigate who has a good reason roll, and then you could help. The other two could help.
I am not very reasoning.
Same.
Well, we might all be zeros then.
I'm a -1.
Wow.
Faith leads me, not reason.
The druggie is gonna do all the careful brain work. Doing.
You're like our scientist, Calidor.
Yeah, I'm like the scientist.
So why don't we roll this then? How do you think Falkir and Darun would be assisting with this? We'll make those help rolls first, and then Cal can make his roll.
Maybe I don't know. Be using my my ability to heal others to gather a crowd of those who would likely hear things, to get them all in one place, so that he might be able to ask them questions while they wait.
This is more background stuff, right? This is so. Do you think there's? Are you saying there's a circumstance where you may have been asking about, like trying to learn more about it while you were doing healing among whoever your rebel, allies are?
Yeah, but
Sure.
supposedly.
So then, what are you thinking? Intuition as your help?
Yeah, I think that might be a good thing to lean on.
Sure. Go ahead and give us a intuition check then, please.
Okay, intuition. So it's a 2d10 plus 1.
Yeah, I think you can click on the ability. It'll read as something different. It'll read as read a person, but the outcome is what we're looking for.
Okay, modifiers 1.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
that is
big
plus
success.
2 to your roll, Cal.
I need it.
In amongst talking to all the people that you have been healing, Falkir, although you may not be familiar with it, you feel like you've got a lot to contribute here. Darun, what about you? What are you thinking?
Let's see.
Like, for instance, if you want to use like perception for things you remember seeing when you were in Verge, on a previous occasion, you could try that. Or
yeah, I'm emotionally dumping on you, Caldalore, about things that happened before. Of don't you remember when blah 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 and
okay,
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So probably like could be charisma or no. I mean perception. Perception, I guess, is the.
Okay. So go ahead and click on perception. It'll be observe a situation, but I don't know. On the sheets, is there a help button where you can actually just trigger?
There is a helping or hindering, and you can click which stat you're using.
Yeah, use that, because that's what we're doing. So you can use that and just pick whatever stat you're using. Darun?
Okay.
Little drop box to the left of attributes.
Perception. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nice. Hey.
Okay.
There is no negative to it. It does give you a +1, so it'll be a net +3. Caldalore? I can't remember rules was written, just to save me. Anyway, someone correcting. I can't remember if you can stack those or not. We're going to allow him to stack them for today.
Sure.
We've played games with Jeff before, so we trust the dice will fuck him over without, regardless of whatever the dice was.
Especially on Friday nights.
So then,
there is a modifier spot. Yeah.
Nice.
3.
Okay. And then go ahead and click on investigate.
There we go. Here we go. Investigation. Oh.
Hey. So, on success, you all direct leads, and you may ask questions for other circumstances. So I think just in general, I think that you got to have contacts in there somehow, and you can tell us who those might be that you'd be able to follow up with. I expect that there are guards who will be likely watching at the gates. You also know where they're likely to be holding them. There's a keep in the center of Verge where they are likely to be holding them, so you're going to have to find some way in there. You can also ask me... how many questions is it? One question. That'll come at a cost.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking? As a reminder, this is sort of this is similar to all Powered by the Apocalypse type games. The mid-range results where you're going to get something but also is going to cost you something is sort of like how the game functions. That middle ground is always where I get to do some shit to push the story forward, but you still get something out of it and you still succeed in whatever you're doing.
This was one of the first games where we had failure, succeeding or failures with consequences or failing forward that I played.
Yeah, it's really, really great, clever. I know this is standing on the shoulders of other games, but this is my favorite Powered by the Apocalypse style RPG. But Jeff, question? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'm trying to I guess it would have to be about what kind of fortifications there are there, as far as are we gonna need something to get inside? Are we? I don't know. We don't have a battering ram, but
So my reading of the investigate is that it's supposed to give you stuff. The reason you're cashing these questions in, it's to give you other ways to push the story forward. So if you're asking me, are there other non-conventional ways to enter Verge? There is. You know of an old smuggler route to get in.
Oh, yeah.
When you're the last place, you know, the last place before you start, heading out into wilderness, if you're bringing anything in that you don't want to pay taxes on, there's always going to be people who are interested in smuggling things in. And once you start smuggling things in, there's also the opportunity to smuggle people in. So it has been a popular route for the rebels or for the independence group or whatever you're choosing to call yourself.
Interesting. Maybe we could take the smuggler's route in.
The question is whether the Imperial forces are aware of it or not.
Yeah.
So from a narrative perspective, this is where I might be able to, you could make a move when you get closer to try and like sneak in or suss the place out or talk to somebody or however the fuck you want to, try and investigate it. And I might be able to make a move that you could then try and resist.
Right.
So, but getting back to the story. So this is you guys planning before you ever are properly approaching Verge. Do you have any other moves you want to do before we start talking about how you're physically going to approach this place?
Let's see. Let me just quickly look to see if there is one that I see that jumps out at me.
And again, you can feel free to make shit up if you want to, like if you want to check with some allies and perhaps try and draw on them, we can do that. The game goes where you guys choose to take it.
Right.
I mean, the fact it's only you three may speak to a number of different things. Your friend being taken could have been as a result of a overwhelming, attack by the Imperial forces. It could have been just reflective of how fractured things are right now, or it could reflect how desperate things are right now, that the three of you have to come here without having to draw on any of your allies.
Right.
What do you think the circumstance is?
I think that maybe it feels desperate. It feels, that maybe it's the timing. The timing is of great pressure. If we don't sort of rescue this person and they get this information, the timing of the whole plan will fall apart. And so we don't have time to wait for any reinforcements or anyone else to get here. It's like,
Perhaps you said with the rebels, right? Maybe our location or thereabouts was leaked, and the entire rebel forces need to move and do it before, they can gather forces to come after us. And the person that was kidnapped knows exactly where it is, so we need to get in there and get him out.
Do you think it is consequential that it is your particular characters involved? Like, will it concern whoever you're facing will Comac care that it's Darun, who is coming to save you? Or will Volmar, will he know that it's you, it's coming to save this person? Does the town care that it's Calidor, the bloody thorn, who is coming to rescue this guy? Because that could be something that this person is being stum with right now, and may have have an impact on whether you reveal yourself or not, or whether it's important to. I mean, it could very well be important to let them know it's you coming, right? I assume you're important members of whatever rebellion is going on here.
Very important.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he may give him a clue of what we're about. He knows we're coming. We know we're coming. He knows we're coming. It's all on.
So he's just trying to hold out until he knows you guys get here.
Yeah,
that's great. So then your nemesis, your whatever, your stalker does not know. Which is interesting because he's stalking you. That tells me it may be more important for Volmar to find you than it is to find this army.
Could be.
Hey.
It's bringing you to him, Caldalor.
Well, I mean, the Bloody Thorn, anyone could get rich off of cashing in the bounty on the Bloody Thorn. So.
Indeed.
Then, how do you guys think you're approaching? If it's urgent, I imagine it's overland. Are you hoping to like steal a cart on your way in, bargain for one from a friendly ally, or are you gonna try and?
I think I would probably convince somebody to smuggle us in, if possible.
Okay.
Using my my influence.
Okay. So then, yeah, let's try it. Why don't you give us an influence other move there? Out here.
Yes. Okay. Don't want to use my bewitching thing yet. It's not that desperate.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Holy smokes.
I rolled 2 10s.
That's what I was like. Holy hell. All right.
That's the max possible roll.
Crazy.
Who do you think you convince? Is somebody who, like, is a
I think
steadfast?
I come across somebody who's probably a follower of the god that I represent.
Your
maybe
outlawed god?
church, and they are more than willing to help smuggle us in because they see us as agents of change, and perhaps we'll light a fire in town and could save some souls.
Okay. So then it is a fellow devotee of your god who allows Falkir, the three of you, to be smuggled in. Is this sort of the, typical Robin Hood thing where you're in a bale of hay, or are you in a barrel, or what do you guys think?
I'm gonna go for the barrel option. That way she can have a few other barrels of ale if she's bringing in, and then if anybody wants to poke at it, she can like open a barrel and give them some alcohol to.
Yeah, one of us had to go, and the one was still half full.
That's your problem.
Okay.
Oh, we got to roll for that. What are you talking about?
Well, I imagine it's going to be all the way full by the time you're out, right?
Okay.
Be all the way empty. Well, that's true.
All the way empty. Yeah.
But yeah.
Then let's do this. I think. Which among you three do you think is the one who's going to be most? You would be most concerned about being smuggled in this barrel, or in a barrel each.
Concerned.
My coolness is 1. I'll throw out there for kicks.
Oh, I don't know if it's my coolness. I think it's just, the fumes of the alcohol are gonna, mess with me, I think, especially with my addiction kicking pretty hard right now.
That's absolutely it. Okay, so then I'm gonna spend one of the drug addict hold. So as you guys are going in, you've discussed where do you foresee them sort of dropping you off? Is it just going to be at like whatever warehouse they were going to be offloading their things at, and then you guys are going to move from there to try and figure what to do next? Seems
the least dangerous to the person smuggling. I guess that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, they just drop us among the other paraphernalia,
so
boxes.
As you're in here, and it just like these are, well-soaked casks, you had to empty things out. So Cal, your demons are kind of scratching at you as you're making your way in. Why don't you give us a keep it together roll using your willpower?
Okay. Keep it together.
As reminders, like 3 stats that are basically like saves that you use.
Yeah. Oh, right. The top ones here. Yeah. Okay.
Which tell us what you see, or what we see as you're imagining just hold things together as you go through the gates of Verge.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put too much drug use into the episode, but I think you see him taking his last hit of his drugs. So he's like, using up the last bit of his stock here. He's low now.
Yeah. So,
but he's made it.
Do you think any of this has to do with your species as well? Like, as a thorn elf, it sounds like you're more of a wild elf kind of type. Is being confined in these barrels the issue, or is it the drugs, or is it a combination that because of your limited availability of drugs,
like I imagine it's like something more natural. It's some kind of thorny flower that we crush up the thorns, and it's like more like a snuff type thing or something, right?
Yeah.
But it's just access to it. I've been stuck in the city too long. If I was in the forest, it would be fine, but I think it's being away from home for a long time.
Okay.
So there's some homesickness there too to the.
Yeah. And I'll bet you if you're part of a rebellion, like part of your land, your homeland may have been lost then too, right? So the availability of it could have been the reason that it could have been a thing that you typically use as part of your lifestyle, but now that there's actually scarcity with it, it becomes more of a feeling of loss.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So then, it's your call too. Do you think that it's could be something different than an addiction, right? Like it could be something that is related. Your species may have some kind of connection to those things. You're used to living around the Fae or what the nature and whatever else, and perhaps the loss of that is just it's something you need to have. It's not a matter of you getting addicted to something necessarily like as a recreational drug. It's something that is intrinsic to your survival, and would that you were off in the woods, you would have no difficulty with it. Right.
So it's more like the the special snuff that he's got. It's like infused with the sort of the Fey magic and the homelands sort of connection. It's not. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So then what? Let me see here. I think I've got a illustration I've been using for Verge. It probably would be a good option here. Look at that. I do have it. Good job. Let's see here. It's always funny with these games where we've played in a whole bunch of different settings with them, because when I go to my page, I see a wide variety of okay, so that's 19th century Istanbul, that is 20s New York, and there's also some fantasy stuff in here. Love it. Okay. So this, guys, we'll maybe use for picturing what Verge is like. Let me grab your tokens and our heroes. And then why don't you guys tell us what it's like as you spill out of your hiding places.
Valkyr is not the most observant person, so I also take it that he's not very stealthy either. So he basically just rolls out and picks himself off the ground, completely oblivious to what's around him, and is like dusting himself off and mumbling almost too loudly about cramped spaces, and this was such a bad idea.
I think Dorun is expecting the thorn to go off. He's looking forward to the fireworks, like a little carnival at the end here.
Yeah.
The thorn's gonna lose his shit. And he's like, taking his lid off, looking out, with eager eyes as to some ridiculousness is about to happen.
And I think right as you're thinking that is when Cal's lid pops off and he sort of comes up with his longsword, half drawn, ready to.
And there's snickering, full snickering from the bottom of my lid.
And then the Falcon's he pauses and he then looks around. I should probably be paying attention.
So I think the crown elves are probably much more rare than the thorn elves in here. So where do you think you are what plan do you have for concealing your presence here? What I imagine, there are perhaps some crown elves in service to the Empire or associated with the Empire, so you could try and, like, you know, get a uniform or something like that, or you could just try and disguise yourself as human or...
Well, I'd hope that I was just like tie my hair back and throw a hood up and hopefully nobody notices. Maybe rub some dirt on my face.
Okay. So, at present, you guys have a sense that it's going to be the captive. We haven't talked about, is a captive male or female?
I was assuming male, but no good reason. Okay. What do you guys think? Is this female off for anything?
Yeah, no.
Male?
No opinion.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay.
Male's fine.
Yeah, male.
Are they old or young?
I would say young if they were training them to do something.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe training them to infiltrate the enemy forces and get himself situated in there.
Lured him in, got him feeling all whatever, patriotic, or, you know, like this was actually meaningful.
It's also easier to open the eyes of the blind when they're young, you know, religious.
There you go. We opened his eyes. That's what we did.
Do you think that this person was part of the military, part of the government, part of the nobility?
Ooh, nobility would be a good shoe-in because he'd move up quickly in the ranks and have more pull when he got there.
Okay. So the person's name is Modus, and he is from the Kazox family. I'll put that in chat for you.
Nothing to do with your high school bands, though.
No. Although, you know, Modus Kazox was the leader, or the what do you call it, lead singer in my high school Latvian folk band. So
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
No statues involved. No statues were hurt in the making of that.
I think the Kazox family is probably not necessarily like the leading thing, but like they likely have senators in their family, so they're probably a pretty influential family, which is maybe the reason why this person has been killed outright. But I mean, once Comac the Betrayer has his way, I think there's also a religious counterpart here too, beyond just your sort of crown elf counterpart, your stalker. I got it written down, Archon Venturo. He is perhaps the leader in here, the religious leader. So whoever the secular leader is here, I think Archon Venturo is likely with them, held in here. Were you thinking, Droon, that your oath of revenge against Captain Comac, that's more of a military person, you think? Or are they noble as well? Are they more of a general who happens to just have really brutal tactics?
I think we've crossed paths, and I'm of the opinion that he's probably trying to screw me. Like there's a personal aspect. I think
or
figuratively.
Yeah.
I think there's likely a personal, whether it's true or not. Durun thinks that he's taking this kid because he hates me, like this kind of
So you are a very capable murderer. Do you think perhaps you killed an underling that was important to him, a superior, like a treasured mentor, favored lackey?
Yeah, I'm thinking favorite lackey. I couldn't have known that she was his lover too. How could I possibly have known? Jeez, unbelievable.
So was she a resident of this northern province, or was she a member of the Empire who came up here? Because if she's like a Quisling type that you murdered as maybe assigned to other collaborators,
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was developing her. She had all sorts of purposes. He was developing her because she's a local.
I think Darun may have had a crush on this person. That was
well, there's no question that's how it started. I was thinking, oh, there we go. That's my next, But then things just got so complicated. You know how these things go. I mean, it's just.
Yep. And perhaps that's, if he is known as the betrayer, perhaps maybe he was a fledgling attempt to try and cultivate an ally within it. You thought like, hey, he knows this woman, he loves her and whatnot. And it turns out the two of them were working to betray you. You lost one part of the, one northern community or some resisting army. And as a result, you couldn't kill him, but you fucking got her.
Yeah. I took the door prize. I took the conciliatory prize.
Does she know who killed her?
Did I take her out?
Did you look her in the eyes?
Yeah.
Or is it a matter like you killed her at a range or something like that and she never knew who did it?
Let's see. I think from necessity. I mean, I don't think he had anything necessarily personally against her, but from necessity, I probably was up close and told her, we could have been something special, and jammed the knife in.
Okay. This says a lot about Darun.
Why not hang out with these people?
He can be sensitive too. It
is hard times, hard times make hard people.
Hard times.
Yeah. So it looks like you guys managed to sneak your way in through the main gates there. There are several other layers of protection that will lead you to kind of the, I want to say Castellan's keep up there. So the Castellan is maybe the person who is ruling Verge. Let's get a name for him. His name will be Tomas Vitums. He is the effectively military commander and representative of this is sort of, imagine like it's they would call it in the Empire a military outpost, but it is a city that's been here, the largest city in kind of the northern province. So you're somewhere.
You know him, Kev? Is that what you're saying?
You know of him, but you don't have the like antagonistic relationship with this fella the way you have with some of these other characters.
Okay, yeah.
So, having arrived here, things in Verge are, I imagine, kind of always in flux as well. And while you have not made use of it to get in here, that smuggler's route, Calidor, remember, you can use that as both an entrance or an exit.
Yes.
Okay.
So, we don't want to have given away yet.
No. And I think I'm going to look at my GM screen here because I think I'm going to use... So Falkir is out and you're getting ready to conceal yourself. When what you guys see is Falkir kind of staggers forward and like almost as if he's like been struck, reeling forward. Falkir, your eyes are almost whited out because there are spirits that are actively hunting in this area. They've sent something up. So, what my move is going to be is that these things will identify you unless you do something to avoid this. So what are you thinking? This is sort of the like moment on the shuttle where, you know, Luke is like, I shouldn't have come. I'm endangering the mission. How do you react, Falkir?
I think I might just reactively try to exercise them before they can like identify and report me.
Okay, like destroy the spirit before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use my
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you give us a soul move, please?
Okay.
I mean, if you got the power listed there, you can just go ahead and click on the power.
Got that.
Awesome. Okay. So the creature is going to be, you can picture this thing, it like gets your scent, as it were, and it's just through the ether coming towards you to sort of screech out to where your location is. You are going to destroy it, and I'd like you to tell us what that looks like from your perspective.
Okay.
And then...
I think what happens is he kind of like fumbles a bit in his cloak to pull out something, and it's like a pre-made like runic piece of paper. And as it's screaming at him, he just flicks it at it, and it hits it in his forehead, and it just consumes him in a little burst of fire.
So you guys briefly see the outline of this thing appear.
Did we know about all this? Did we know that Falker is like that or any of this?
Oh. Yeah, I'm a cleric with special spirit powers.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very good.
So then you choose one of these, and with whatever you don't choose is what happens. One is nobody's harmed during the ritual. One is the entity will not reappear later. Or 3, they will not become hostile towards you later. Which of those does not happen?
The entity will not reappear. He was more focused on banishing it than collateral damage.
Then that means all of you might get injured by this. I just want to give an FYI. John has a running theme of harming the party. So...
I mean, you weren't thinking, he just threw it out.
Yeah, so what happens is there's a fucking burst of fire, and you guys are all going to have to avoid harm.
Okay.
Now, the penalty on this one is just going to be a 1. Let me just take a look at the harm list on the GM screen. I don't think this is not like...
Yeah, there's avoid harm. And
melee weapon. It's going to be a harm value of 2. But that doesn't affect your roll, though. So go ahead and give us your avoid harm.
Oh, that's just... Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's not a modifier. Make sure, if you do have a modifier, make sure you clear that.
Okay.
Nice. Success.
Nice.
Awesome. Drune is used to getting the fuck out of the way. Okay, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So Caldalor and Falkir are both sustaining partial. So the harm is... let's see here. Harm was 2. So that means it's only... Now you need to roll endure injury.
Okay.
Okay, so you're rolling endure. This is where you are going to apply the modifier. Because you both partially avoided it, it's only a -1 to your roll.
Okay.
Okay?
And it looks like I got leather armor to help with endure injury in my gear section.
I don't think that'll help against this.
Okay.
This is supernatural.
So it's just a -1?
Just a -1, yeah.
Oh!
Okay, Caldalor. Beautiful.
I put -1
Falkir,
in there.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a -1 penalty. It's in there.
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
Okay.
Okay, I see it.
So then, in the fiction, what do we see? What is it? Soul fire that comes out, or what?
Yeah, it's supposed to be something that just hits the creature, and then it's spiritual fire that consumes him. It's not supposed to be visible. I just think with I made a mistake in prepping the rune, and all this alcohol fumes nearby just ignited it, and we just ducked just in time as it rips past us.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, I would like to remind you, my cursed thing. Anytime I'm confronted by the supernatural, I have to roll against it.
Oh, wonderful!
Wow!
Okay.
Every time.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Go ahead and roll uncursed. You're good. You're good. No more hold for me.
Okay. Just wanted to place there.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's because it makes, this is when fun stuff happens, right? Like it gives, the excuse is for me to use those hold to make things more challenging. So, Cal and Falkir, you both were partially washing the shit, but it's no lasting injury. But I imagine it hurts like a motherfucker. Darun, you managed to get yourself way out of the way of that.
Yeah, I feel like it was one of those that cargo area that has. So we were maybe on a shelf of a little bit some kind, and I threw myself off the shelf so that it went over.
Yeah. Nice.
And you can hear me like, what the, so I'm grousing now. It's ridiculous. That was absurd. What's going on?
It was an ale spirit, apparently very flammable.
Yeah, and I've definitely come up with my sword fully drawn now.
Yeah. So this also means that it will appear later. Oh no, so you said it will not become hostile?
No, it will not appear later. I wanted to banish that thing and get rid of it.
Okay, so then if you come across it, it will be hostile to you. Okay.
Weird.
So it appears as if there are supernatural hunters that are likewise here, no doubt sent by the... Ooh. Oh, and I've got 2 more hold to use, too.
Yeah. So, Kev, you made that crack about Valkyrie being known to, do party harm stuff.
Yeah.
My inner power, if I roll poorly, can hurt us, too.
I love it. So then, I think you're... the person you're with is sort of troubled and making the sign of whatever your god is. Do you say anything to try and...
Yes, I've banished the spirit that was claiming souls. It is safe. You should flee.
They nod and they'll finish unloading their stuff and then they'll leave you guys. So you guys are somewhere hidden in a storage place for ale. So someone's cellar, I imagine.
Right.
What is the plan next?
I'm impatient to get out and find this acolyte of ours that we need to rescue.
Oh yeah, time is of the essence. We gotta move.
Cal's intel, they're going to be held in the Castellan's Keep here somewhere. It's a matter of gaining access to that. And if these things, Falker, you would also know that if these hunting spirits are around, they may return as well. Not return the same one, but it means there's more around.
Yeah, nobody just uses one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if it's night or day or?
You probably arrived during the day, but you can wait in the cellar for as long as you like.
Okay. I was thinking if there's people moving around on the streets, it might be easier to avoid notice and move around town.
Well, we're all kind of potentially a little bit famous here, right?
Or at least
some of us are.
Yeah.
There may be posters around, but I'll sort of put my hood or my little thing over my head. I think we must act now. If we wait for darkness, it could be too late.
Yeah.
Going with the food? Or some other kind of servants?
Well, we might find like-minded believers in the kitchen staff. We should see if there's a way to get access to them.
Yeah, maybe they'll stuff us in their stores on the wagon.
Worth a try.
Since that worked so well coming in so far.
I think the security at the castle may be tighter than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Suppose we could make for the markets and see if we could find anybody who looks like a kitchen cook or somebody who would know a way into the palace or the capital.
So, one the ways that this type of game differs from traditional RPGs is it's less a matter of planning out a specific thing to do and then following that one route. It's more a matter of here's sort of what I would intend on trying to do. If you're trying to gain information about the keep, I mean, there's not going to be people shopping around, necessarily in a uniform that says, I work in the kitchen at the keep. But can you think of a way of trying to obtain that information? Would it be asking around? Would it be observing it? Because that'll help us inform what our next move is.
Right.
Yeah, if we could find out who it is, I can try to influence them. So
Right.
anybody that's good
But
at
is
reading.
there some kind of a way to spot someone who might be, willing to help us?
So that
Maybe
could be an observer situation. Sorry, Sean, what were you going to say?
From the one direction, maybe they have some iconography of even the staff may have some iconography of that we know that they're on staff. That's maybe a possibility.
So again, you're thinking a little bit
We would be
too,
observing the
too
people,
granular
yeah.
about it. What we're thinking of is how you're going to broadly go about that. So if what you mean is you're going to be looking out for information like that, then this probably would be an observe a situation thing. Or if you're trying to ask, like Sean, alternatively, if you think there is iconography and you want to see what that might be, you could investigate, try and get information from somebody, or you could try and influence try and gain information from a specific person in town.
We could go to the tavern too.
You can go to the tavern, but again, what are you doing there? You talking to people?
Talking to people and listening for those complaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that would
Observing.
Yeah, observe a situation then. So, are you splitting up or are you remaining together?
I think. Go ahead. What's that?
I was just going to say, I think it's a little dangerous to split up, but I don't know what you were going to say.
I was going to say I'm a bit too cantankerous to be very good at this. So I could at least, I could be in a support function better, perhaps, than the actual silver-tongued devil.
The other thing, so one thing I will say as well, I'm generally not going to let you help or hinder in a scene unless there's a specific reason why your actions would help that. Because otherwise it's just like, then constantly we're rolling help or hinder. And there isn't, there is a consequence for helping or hindering because I can make a move on a 9 or less. But what I prefer to see is what you guys are each doing. This is us cutting through the story to see what each of you is doing to sort of contribute to this. If Darun is trying to grab information by the pub, then maybe that's an observer situation there. What is your perception like?
Perception is good. It's a 2.
That's what observer situation is. Uses perception.
All right.
I can definitely influence other when we find somebody we want to try to convince to help us.
Okay.
What are you trying to do? Sorry.
To influence another. Once we find somebody that we might be able to use, I can try to influence them to
Absolutely. Yep.
help us.
Yep. 100% agree. Cal?
I mean, Cal is good at getting in with the sort of underbelly of any given city, the ne'er-do-wells. And so he can talk their language and he can fit right in. So I don't know if that would also be the pub, but a sort of a completely different crowd, if that would be behind the pub, or
What I think what you're describing is acting under pressure. You're trying to do something risky under time pressure or trying to avoid danger. If you're wanted, as we've established in this city, and you're still willing to go amongst the underworld people, that's probably acting under pressure, which uses coolness.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're going to resolve Darun and Cal's scenes, I think, first. So Darun, why don't you tell us what it looks like what's your approach when you get yourself settled into whatever the tavern is here? Are you buying drinks, or are you just kind of sparking up conversation, or are you trying to pick a good vantage point to watch?
Yeah, the vantage point. I think I envision that I may give someone a stern look out of the seat I want. That'd be a mistake. And I just quickly take the stool as they what's that guy's problem? Kind of thing, and get a good view. And so I'm looking for targets. I'm looking for those complaining and grousing and look the part. They're not going to look like a bandit.
So you're looking for people who would be amenable to your cause? Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay. Then go ahead and give us a perception, an observe a situation move.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. So The answer to your question, so observe a situation. On a success, you can ask me about current situation, and when you act on them, you gain +1 to your rolls. So this will be if Falkir chooses to approach this person afterwards, then he'll gain a +1 to his roll on it. And I don't get to make a move on a success with complications for this particular move. This game is bullshit.
Excellent.
Guys. This is such
excellent. Finally.
So, Darun, what do you think it is that you see here? Do you think it's a member of the watch, maybe? Do you think it's a local merchant?
I think I see someone that that's draws attention to themselves because they're getting in some kind of trouble. And so that kind of that interests me because that sounds like leverage. I might be able to do something on some side. So they're like either getting in trouble with the tavern or with maybe a member of the watch inside.
Who do you think who do you foresee this person being? Why are they of value to you?
I think that they first draw my attention because they're getting in trouble and there's some kind of raised voices. And then I see them in a certain kind of garb that suggests to me that they work for someone with money.
Okay. Like they work for someone with money as a servant, or they work for someone with money as
they have a staff. They have a staff kind of apparel on.
Okay. So the person, I'm going to suggest that maybe what they're complaining about is having not been adequately paid. And they're sort of like, all right, it's a woman named Agna.
Okay.
And
Agna's voice cuts right through,
Yeah. So you see her and you can kind of hear her, and it seems like she's known enough in this tavern that they know to be like, all right, Agna, you're done. And she's like, I've got money, or demanding that she's going to pay that debt sometime soon. They're like, I've let you drink long enough, Agna, you got to go. And she's, shouting and whatnot. This didn't happen before before the Empire came, before there was an Imperial holding here. I would be paid in proper. And they're like, just shut up, Agna, have a drink, but on the way out, go. So you've sort of flagged her as like, aha, this is someone who, you could
She's got a bone to pick. Yeah, kind of a grouser. And I'll see if I can catch Falker's eye, if that's possible.
If Falkir is going to be at the tavern as well, I am going to make him act under pressure.
No, I was gonna
holding back.
Not do that. Yeah.
Okay. So you're still back in the basement, waiting, hoping that the hunting spirits don't come back.
Yeah.
How much hold do I have left again? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, 2, I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Cal, why don't you give us a act under pressure move using coolness?
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Coolness. Yep. He's cool as can be. Nope.
Cucumber.
Nice.
He's not. That was a terrible roll.
Okay. So, what is it you think you were trying to gain from meeting with these smuggler types? Were you trying to confirm that the smuggling thing was there, or are you trying to get some information or contacts about the...
I mean, potentially just, another way, in, like deeper in, like, maybe they've been, maybe there's someone they smuggle stuff into inside the keep, or, a contact, maybe not even someone that they're, or not a smuggling thing that they're doing, but maybe someone they have blackmail on that they'd be willing to sort of turn over on. I don't know, just any screw he can turn, he'll turn it.
Yeah. So let me see here. Here we go. So you ask around in a couple of places, like there's a back alley dice game, that is probably most nights. You talk to folks at some of the or one of the sort of seedier pubs or something that folks would drink at. One of those places that's mostly outdoors, and then there's got like a small little indoor part. And it's where do you think you make contact with your most consequential contact? Is it at a flop house? Is it in a sewer?
I was gonna say, I think it's somewhere, real down and dirty, maybe down in the sewers, I was imagining, like the back alley.
Yep.
Down into the sewer somewhere very, most people would never go kind of thing. And I think that's sort of what helps him is going to these places that, what? You're crawling down into the sewer? Oh no, trust me, there's someone down there we need to talk to.
Okay.
So that kind of thing.
Yeah, and you're kind of like waiting and hiding in the darkness. You've got that, if you want to use your sneak ability, remember you can use that at the start of a scene, and then you bank those options, and you can choose to spend them to do things throughout the scene.
Oh, whenever you keep hidden, okay. Sure. Why don't I use that? We haven't used any of these things yet.
Sure. So this is also a coolness check.
Which there can't be two bad rolls in a row, right?
Come on.
Right, roll 20?
So 12. And this actually, there is no consequence for this one. You get one of the options, and your options are find a secure hiding spot for a while, find an alternate route to avoid encountering people, or bypass a security system or other obstacle without being noticed. So you can choose to spend that when you want to. I'm assuming because you're meeting with someone, you're not going to spend that to be hidden, right?
No, yeah, I imagine it's probably option 2.
Okay. So while you're waiting down there and you're just thinking of, it's definitely nighttime at this point, and you can hear the sounds of footsteps coming, which suggests that the person who's coming wanted you to hear. Given the types, right? Like if you're in this area, you probably want to be sneaky. So perhaps there's announcing that they're coming, and you hear a voice before you see it, and you recognize the voice, and it is a person with a dwarven accent. I'd heard that the bloody thorn was back.
Yeah.
I did not believe
Can't
it.
Stay away.
And who steps into where you can see is a dwarf named Gorgoth Goldcloak.
Gorgoth. Of course it's you.
Who else would you expect here? What?
Why do you think I'm here?
I was beginning to wonder. Was it your... Things have either gone quite well for you or quite poorly.
Unfortunately, this time it's quite poorly.
Poorly with you is rarely profitable.
Sorry, Kev, what's the name of the keep that person's in?
The Castellan's Keep.
The Castellan's Keep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one of my friends is being held in the Castellan's Keep.
I'd heard you asking about that through my many years. It just so happens, Cal, that, well, let me ask you, are you wanting someone out, or for someone to not ever make it out?
I think I would prefer for them to get out, but the second option is potential if there is no way.
I see. Well, you know I'm a dwarf of many means, with many friends.
Of course, of course.
I might be able to find you a way in. However...
That's good enough for me.
Cal, has it been so long to you accept gifts, thinking they're gifts that don't come with a price?
I know there's a price, but in this case, unfortunately, I am forced to pay it.
Well, in this case, I wish I had more to ask of you. So this should be an easy task. You have a friend who you wish to have removed. It just so happens the Castellan has a friend of mine as well. I would
That you'd
see
also like removed, or?
the Castellan has been a most unwelcome host. I would not see my friend suffer under his... What is the word? Hospitality any longer.
Yes.
Your friend, would it have anything to do with that crown elf who's come?
Yes. It could have something to do with that.
They say he's a warrior exorcist, a binder of dark spirits.
They speak some truth.
So who he's referencing is probably Vulmar, not Falkir.
Oh.
Yeah, because Falkir is keeping himself hidden right now. He's not aware of that. What he's asking about is Falkir's stalker is here. He's trying to figure, like, why the fuck is this, you know, exorcist warrior here?
And do I know?
I think you probably know enough about... I don't, like, we're making up this place as we go, but my sort of idea is that the difference between the crown elves and the thorn elves are probably more pronounced. Yeah. And especially in the northern provinces, you would be more common, but you would also be kind of thought of as, like, you know, dirt elves. You're all addicts. You all, you know, you can get a thorn elf, especially one living away from the homeland. You can get him to do pretty much anything for that ground up thorn.
Right.
Whereas Falkir, they've got a different sort of... The crown elves are more connected to the spirit realm. They are more, you know, in the Tolkien sense, more quasi-angelic. Does that fit with your version of the crown elves too, John?
Yeah.
Okay. So for there to be a crown elf here, they're not necessarily part of the Empire, so he's asking you why there's some kind of... you know, sorcerer warrior here. And you probably know it's got to do with Falkir being here too.
Yeah, but Falkir doesn't make a secret that he has somebody that's stalking him from the Crown Elves.
Right. So, yeah. I
mean, he got involved with Dirty Rebels, right? So
there's a good reason. There's probably a good reason for the presence of the Crown Elf. And you know me. Everybody wants a piece, right?
You do have a bounty.
It's not worth your time, that one.
He leans forward. It's not worth yet.
Yeah, give me some time.
I'd give you more than that, seeing as we're friends. You bring my friend back from the Castellan's hospitality. Not only will I give you time, when the time does come, and there's a little twinkle in his eye, I'll give you a running start.
That's a generous offer.
Oh, aye. Never let it be said that Gorgith Goldcloak is not a giving dwarf. So, tonight, the dawn comes too soon. If you wish to take me up on my offer, tomorrow. And if you find some other way in, and you rescue my friend, I will make it worth your while.
Ah. What's the name of said friend? Gorgith?
An easy one to remember.
I don't want to set everyone free.
be a good distraction.
I need only him to live long enough. His name... Brosnok. Brosnock and Veil Shaper.
Dwarven, then.
Oh, aye.
Should be easy to spot in there.
One would hope. If I suspect the Brosnock's not drawn the attention of your crown elf that is here, but he certainly has the Castellan's attention. What you're going to guess, Cal, is that this guy's got to have some important role in Gorgoth's, Gorgoth's, thing, which means that he probably, in a similar way, like he wants to get him out before he shares information. Same type of situation. So now put here's name Brosnock and Veil Shaper. Is that the Coney Island Anvil Shapers? Yeah, actually.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your information, and you shall know soon enough if we are successful.
Okay.
Or we will meet you in the morning. Is that the... And he'll show us the way in? Is that what he was saying, Kev?
If no, he'll say tomorrow evening. He can sneak in tomorrow evening. If and then if you don't take him up on the offer, he'll still pay you something to get Brosnock out. That also tells you he's got to be.
That part.
Yeah, he's got to be someone important to him. So,
right.
Then let's cut back to Falkir. So Falkir, you've been waiting in this cellar where it's probably a pub of some kind, where things are stored, so you can hear noise upstairs and whatnot. Mm-hmm. What's going through your mind as your two colleagues are out, and knowing that somewhere out there is Vulmar?
He's a little nervous, mostly because he didn't expect spirits to be flying around and poking their noses everywhere. So he's on guard about that. But mostly he's trying to rack his brain for the moral ramifications of what they're going to find in the castle. So he doesn't know if he's going to be forced to spill blood or whose blood. Mm-hmm. Mentally preparing himself for that turn of events.
How does his faith inform his willingness to do violence?
Violence is it's a way of the world, a way of the universe. If you don't do violence, evil triumphs. Okay. And sometimes you have to dirty your hands in order to stop evil.
Okay.
He's loath to spill it. He values life, but he'll do it if he has to.
So then before we take our mid-session break, I'm going to spend another hold. Because as you're sort of thinking about this and thinking about what's the need to come, you can hear the sounds of someone. There's always going to be raised voices in a pub. The time when you start paying attention and getting worried is when those raised voices cause others to grow quiet. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like the pub above you, someone is shouting forever to be quiet. You can hear people moving around, and the whole place is slowly growing silent, which suggests that someone may be up there searching. So we'll take our mid-session break. Before we went live as well, we talked about one of the cool things you do at the start of a cult session is you provide a prompt for one of the other players, one of the other characters that you would like to see. And I'll tell you what, do I have it on my GM screen here? Hold up. It is not. So I'm just going to find it because it is something that I think I really like about the game, because it does give the players a sense of direction for what's happening in any given session. It's very different from any other game I run. All right, and it is conflicts. So here's one thing to consider. The phrasing of the dramatic hook is "you should," and then one of these words. finish, reveal, tell, visit, complete, confront, investigate, or develop. So it would be something that you would think one of the other player characters should do in this session. Normally, for those listening, normally this would happen at the start of the session, but so it would be to finish, reveal, tell, visit, complete, confront, investigate, or develop. So something to think about over the break. We'll take our mid-session break right now, and for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Man, Cult's such a departure from what we normally play.
Yeah, it's so different, isn't it?
I love it.
It's fun to play something different.
One of my wish list games went on sale on Steam. I was like, okay, I'm finally going to buy that one.
Oh, what's that?
It what was that game? It's just an anime style game, Metaphor Refantasio or something. It was like $70. I'm like, I'm not paying $70.
No.
It's like 45% off. So I'm like, okay, I'll spend 38. That's fine.
For which is this?
That's a game went on sale. It's Metaphor Refantasio. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a JRPG that I've been wanting to play for a while. But I'm not paying $70 for a game.
Understood. Yeah.
Unless it's like Baldur's Gate 3, but it earned that one, so. I may be biased. I was on the playtest, so.
Oh, no, in which one? In
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, Baldur's Gate, yeah. Okay, so we're all back in Valkyr. It sounds like there are people searching. So, do you want to wait and see if anyone comes down? Do you want to try and hide? Do you want to try and flee?
I think I will want to exit the particular basement and get to an alley or somewhere. I assume they're coming to investigate the loss of the spirits, but didn't report back.
Okay. So, I think you're acting under pressure then.
I would agree.
So why don't you give us an acting under pressure check, and let me decide. I don't think there's going to be. No, that's no modifier to this whatsoever. So go ahead. Oh. Okay. So. I think. So why don't you tell us what happens, and I'll add a complication based on whatever you describe.
I figure there's going to be like little smaller windows leading out into the alleyway that are pretty close to the ground, like
probably in the
basements.
loading area. There's probably like a coal chute type thing.
So I think that he's going to go to use it and try to open it up, but there's something on the outside. Maybe somebody was laying on it or put some stuff on it, and he's got to force it open.
Okay.
Maybe it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, and that's what prompts someone to sort of poke their head out. So you're able to get yourself out and get yourself into an alleyway, but now there is a guard kind of makes his way over, and he's starting to inspect the side of it. And you can see that it's not just a guard, I should say. It is someone who is an Imperial soldier. You can tell from the markings of their legionary or whatever they call them. He's over and he's kind of looking at this and trying to decide. It's not so obvious right now that he knows that, but he's inspecting it, and if nothing is done, he may be able to paste that together. And I think, guys, which of the two of you, either Darun or Cal, is the one? I think Cal just had the last scene, so maybe Darun. We'll start with you once again. Darun, you're making your way back, and you can see that there is this legionary who seems to be sort of snooping at the cellar entrance that's sitting down there, and you can see through the open or through the windows into the pub itself that there are legionaries who are sort of searching in here. They've sort of, you know what it looks like when everyone shuts up in a pub and there's guards that are going around and demanding answers for things. But it's the one person, the lone soldier in the alleyway that is seems to be inspecting. At present, you can't see where Valkyr is. So it's not sure. You're uncertain if he's in the basement, out of there, or what. Which of the two of you acts first? Oh, you're muted. Timo?
Mo.
You have something, Falker? Go ahead, or I will.
I was debating whether or not Uh,
So, Darun, you have that lightning fast
yeah.
ability as well. Which, if you are choosing to act, whether it's violence or not, that'll potentially set you up to be able to get in, not only act before somebody, but to do more damage if you're intending on killing this person, or are you intending on waiting and watching. You also have exit strategy that can...
Yeah, I will wait for now.
Okay. So, Darun, you're waiting. Falkir, unless you do something, I will take an actual action move.
Yeah, I think I want to try to bewitch this guy.
Okay. So
Maybe step out and pretend to be this stalker of mine that he know, and tell him to get the hell out of here.
Let's see here. Yeah, that sounds like... Why don't you give us a charisma check then, please?
Okay.
Okay. So you can choose 2 options from that list.
I'm gonna influence him as though I rolled a 15, and then get him to like me.
Okay. So you stand out, and when he looks over, what he sees is Volmar. What do you say?
Says, "You haven't found this missing spirit yet?"
He looks terrified. No, sir. I thought I heard something in the alleyway, but I...
You fool! Spirits don't make noise. It was a rat or something.
Sorry, sir. I thought it was a one of your kind, sir, that we were looking for.
If there is, you are not equipped to deal with it.
No, sir. I would not have gone in on my own. I would have come for... I just... Why, I suppose it's... Yeah, I might have heard you, sir. I could have been mistaken.
Okay. Well, join your fellows and search for them.
Yes,
I will
sir.
look in the cellar.
So he goes off without a look back. He seems... So, Darun, you've gone out and... Falkir, what does it look like as you activate your Bewitch, do you think?
It's like he starts lighting up from within with like a holy light that just it is mostly brighter towards those that are actually being influenced, but there's also a little halo of glow around him, and he just becomes more magnetic, like your eyes are drawn to him.
Yeah. Hey, John, what else happens when you activate supernatural stuff?
Supernatural things take notice.
Oh.
You want to give us a curse check?
I would absolutely love to do that. Here's a hold for you.
Ooh, another hold for cursed. Okay. So I have 2 for that, and I have 0 for that right now. All right. So, Darun, you saw that occur. You, I think, understand when Falkir is, working his witchery on people. How do you feel about his obviously magical abilities?
I think it makes the hair on the back of his neck stand up. He's not entirely sure what to make of it. He thinks probably no good will come of it. It's dealing with things that shouldn't be dealt with, but it's come in handy before. So he he's like, well,
I just pretty much confirmed my presence in the city to my stalker when he hears of this.
Do you think, is there any historical animosity between dwarves and elves in this setting? Or is that just, they have no more animosity than any other species or peoples?
That's a good question. I mean, it's pretty stereotypical for always to be a little roughness between high elves and dwarves. Yeah, I suppose there's a little bit of a
sure
racial history.
I think it goes with the arrogance, some magic nonsense. playing with the darkness, typical arrogance.
Okay.
It's all goes together.
Could also be just a match, like rather than having the kind of like War of the Beards or whatever thing. It could just be that you have such divergent interests as peoples that the priorities are so. You're like, God, you're so flighty, and you're like, God, you're so serious.
Yeah, could also be like the crown elves, they're tied to the spirits and the longevity, and the dwarves respect their ancestors enough not to stir them up when they're dead. So it could be something like that.
Yeah, totally. And if the dwarves are more into the tangible eternal as opposed to the spiritual eternal too, it could be talking about very different things or prioritizing very different things. I love the idea that they fuck around, they stir up the ancestors who just want to rest. They've had long enough days of toil. Like, come on.
Life has worn them down enough. Don't need you messing with them in the deep.
So, whose grandfather laying there perfectly peaceful have you just roused to curse that man's life?
Wasn't yours, dwarf.
Fair enough.
All right.
At least we weren't completely discovered.
So you see this legionary come running out of the alleyway. Falkir is looking out. You, I think, can see now, okay, Falkir has got things covered down there. What do you do next?
Well, I found a possible mark for us.
So you approach him?
Oh, I approach him.
Okay. So you approach Falkir. You can see Darun and you have no idea how long he's been there, but that does tend to be sort of Darun's modus operandi.
I'm not the most perceptive person. The kid literally got a -2, so he'll probably flinch in surprise. Like, oh, it's Darun.
Seems like you had it under control. I like to keep an eye on things.
He was easily manipulated, although there would likely be a price to pay for that.
Aye. And he shakes his head.
You don't say.
Yeah, exactly. But
what you don't realize is he has on the side of his axe, it says, "I told you so" in Dwarvish.
Yeah, indeed. But I may have found us a mark. She has a little extra complaint in her, and she seems a little connected. So something to pursue.
Well, if you lead me to her, I will try to bend her ear towards our cause.
All right.
So then you guys are just leaving the pub that's being searched without waiting for Cal?
So where was Cal again? What did Cal say he was going to do?
Probably seek out some thornleaf. I mean...
Oof, shots fired.
Speaking of, you should seek out some thornleaf, Cal.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think you probably could. If Gorguth, if you thought to bring up to Gorguth, he could have easily supplied you some.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if that's the prompt, I mean, that totally makes sense. If he was meeting this guy and he did kind of mention it, I probably would have said, speaking of that, I am out.
And he just passes you over a little, sniffer or what do you call it, snuff box type thing.
Yeah, with like some of the powder in there. Oh, you're a lifesaver, Gorgoth.
So then, I guess Cal was going to talk to friends, maybe is what he said. So I guess with you guys standing in the alleyway, the pub is being searched by legionaries. What are you going to do?
Sticking around here would be dangerous.
I mean, we don't know he's in the pub, right? We weren't given any indication he would be in the pub.
No, but okay. This is the only place you have found thus far. So if you guys wander off, how do you plan on running into Cal once again, and what do you do when Cal comes back?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can, let's see.
Cal is literate, is he not?
Yeah.
We leave a message, something cryptic.
So you haven't established thus far by rolls or by moves that you guys have any cryptology knowledge whatsoever.
No, I mean like something like 2 houses over, something like that, and we'll just wait for him.
So you're going to go and hide yourself elsewhere in town for now?
I think other than being out here where the guards come get us. I mean,
yeah, guards seems asking for trouble.
Okay.
Um,
Where do you foresee yourself? Like, are you just going to hide in an alleyway and hope you're not spotted? Or are you going to try and break into a place? You aren't in an enemy city right now.
Do we know the layout of the town at all?
Cal does.
Oh, well, damn.
um,
Maybe we should just find a barrel and hop in and just hope they don't find us.
What if we found a spot we could keep the bar in sight? What if we go down the street and
Okay.
And wait for the guards to leave, and we'll just try to be inconspicuous, and once the guards move on, we'll quietly go back to the bar and wait for Cal.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
That's awesome. So it sounds to me like one of you guys is going to be acting under pressure, and I'll let the other help with that.
Okay.
So who do you think is acting? Acting under pressure uses coolness.
It's probably more me, but I'm open. Falcon, you can get
I
in.
have no bonus to coolness, so I can help.
I do. So yeah, I figured it'd be me by personality anyway. So let's go with that.
So Falcor, why don't you give us a helping with coolness check? Okay, so it's a +1 to your roll there, Darun.
Okay. Oh
boy. Is that with your +1? You rolled a 3. Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about where do you think you found? Like, was there a relatively low building you thought like, oh, it'll be easy to climb up here?
Low building. Yeah. Yeah, probably maybe a shadowed spot that seemed difficult to see for where the coppers would be.
Sure.
And then the worst part about it is we go to lean up against a wall and it's so rotted that it falls.
So
Makes noise.
I want to say it's great that you're trying to add to it, John, but what you're kind of doing is taking away my opportunity to do moves.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, like that's just sort of it's good that this is the thing, like it's good in most things to be adding into the fiction. It's just that like the whole point of having a move is so that then I can do something that you guys can try and act against. So, but like it's just like your role playing instincts are great in this. It's just for this particular type of game, it's you're gonna want to prompt it and then let me try and deliver on the thing. So, what you guys do is you as you guys are positioning yourself in, like you say, the great shadow, perhaps something gets kind of knocked over. And then you can hear first the low and insidious growl, something trilling. And what looks its way over the top and down, I think, Darun, unfortunately, you are the one who is able to see this because you have the dark vision. Oh, you actually have, speaking of which, you actually can roll for your dark vision ability. Hold up. Because you get some
when you use the darkness against your enemy.
Yeah, exactly. So why don't you what is it? It's a perception check. So give us a perception check.
Okay.
And then we'll compare that to dark vision.
I filled in my dark vision if you want me to roll that.
Yeah,
by chance.
yeah, if you did, that's awesome. Please do.
Cool.
Even better.
Modify 0, right? Plus 0?
Correct, yeah. Okay. So you got 2 edges. From that roll. Is it 2 from partial? Is it like 4 you get from
3 with a 15 plus, choose 3, save up to 2 until later. 10 to 14, choose 2.
Awesome.
You may save 1 until later.
Okay. So then, you got 2 edges from the circumstance. Do you want to spend any of those right now?
I mean, disappear into the darkness sounds reasonable. That's what we were trying to do before.
Okay.
We'll
So
do that.
then you manage to position yourself in a place where even unless something has dark vision as well, it's not going to see you. So you still have that one edge for the scene.
Okay. Yep.
What's looking its way down at you? It is a warped version of something favored by the crown elves. You can kind of picture a combination of like a river eel and a raptor bird of some kind. And this thing is blind, and its tongue is lashing out and sensing the air. This is a material like spirit hunter. And you should have thought of this before, Falkir, that they would try and flush you out with obvious signs so this thing can track you. It is about the size of a pony. So this looks down at you, and let me take a look here. For the moves, it is going to try and terrorize you. And you can feel that, like, there's a natural feeling of fear towards these things because they're very fucking dangerous. But it's also augmenting that because it triggers, like, a hunting response. What I'd like you to do is to give us a keep it together check, please.
That could be good.
Both of us?
No, just Falkir. It's specifically targeting you. Awesome. So, Falkir, you can see that this thing has... try to spear you. What do we see as you're resisting this thing's efforts to try and cause you to panic?
He can feel the shadow shrinking into himself, and he kind of like grits and shrinks back a little bit, but then there's this like pulse of resistance inside of him that just makes him stick up his chest a little bit and just stare back at it, but he's still shaking a little bit.
Yeah, so you can see this thing, its long, sinewy head down, no eyes on it whatsoever, Darun, and its tongue is lashing the air. You can tell now that tongue goes back in, and it is like 4 rows of teeth that are emerged. This thing is now going to try and chomp you, Falkir, but you guys can make a move before I attack.
There's going to be a reflexive reaction from Falkir.
Okay, what are you thinking, Falkir?
Release his inner power.
Ooh, love it.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
This can potentially hurt me and everybody.
Yeah.
Sticking with John's theme.
Exactly.
There we go.
Nice. So what does your inner power look like? This is a damaging thing?
It's the same thing that bolstered him during that keep it together roll, and it just spills out of him. His eyes and mouth open out, and just light shines through and just cuts through the darkness and slams into the creature.
So Cal, for one, Darun, you're kind of like, waff, blinded for a moment. Only a split moment, not going to be affected. But fortunately, this flash of power does not hit you. It does seem to sear in to the spirit hunter. And then hold up, I'm going to, and then Cal, you're maybe making your way back to the thing, and you see this pulse of light, and you, I think, instinctively know what's going, like, fuck,
Oh, fuck yeah, totally.
You've probably seen me use it a time or two, and you're like, oh, did he hit Drune with it?
Yeah, and I was just checking one.
The way I imagine it works is his inner power seeks out evil or any signs, like if you've done something bad in the past, it still tries to purge it from you. Mm-hmm. So it's his control over it, or his very little control that directs it.
Okay. So you hit this thing. Its scales are being seared back, but it is not yet deterred. Cal, you're going to be, assuming you're running that direction, it's going to act before you, but Darun, you could choose to do something if you'd like.
I am, are we on a, we're on a ledge? What are we on? We're on
I think you're still on the ground you guys sort of saw this as you were trying to get yourself up into that position.
Gotcha.
Falcor sort of knocked over a wall that wasn't as supportive as you thought. This thing came over, but fortunately you were able to sort of put yourself in the darkness before this saw you.
I'm going to try to see if I can't pull Falcor around a corner with me. Like, let's get out of here. Let's, is that possible?
You're going to try and grab a Falcor and run?
Yeah, to get around a corner, to get off the X, to get like right from out in front of this thing.
So again, like, try not to think of it as and quite as granular as like you're not taking one action worth of time. You're making a move. You're changing the story in some capacity. Are you trying to make a break for it with Falcor? Or are you trying to like, what's what was your intent with positioning around there? Is it just to protect him for the one round?
Well, if I saw him light it up, I might have thought there was an opportunity to bolt.
Okay. So then I think what you're trying
and
to...
I am lightning fast.
Well, this is where your lightning fast is a specific thing. If you want to activate that, then you can do that.
I will activate that.
Okay, so let's generate some edge for this scene. And let's see, so you're rolling violence for it. I think, but you said you got your power set up now, right?
Not that one.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, give us a violence check, please.
Okay. Let's see, violence.
Okay. Success complication. So that you get 2 edges, and your edges can be spent to avoid an attack with a dodge, to act with blinding speed, where you engage in combat with every opponent within your weapon's reach in a single attack, or use uncanny precision to do +1 harm when you deal harm with a weapon. What weapon do you have?
I have a hatchet, a longsword, and a stiletto.
Very nice. Okay. So
doesn't everybody? Is that not?
I have a longsword.
There you go. Yeah.
We did pick a deity for me. It was Comhack.
Comac. Okay, nice. Oh, is that where that fucking name came from?
I believe so.
I guess so. Jesus. All right. Madison, take better notes.
I have a crossbow too, by the way. Crossbow too.
Okay. Did I have... Oh, they're double-sided. They're double-sided. Guys, they're double-sided. Okay, so an edged weapon is... does 2 harm on a cut, slice, and stab one, or you can try and hold it at the throat. Oh, here's chopping weapons. Yeah, 2 harm on these things. Oof. So what do you think you do? You're gonna try and make a break for it with Falcor?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my hope.
So I think you're gonna try and make some distance here. So that'll be to act under pressure, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you got something else you want to use. So go ahead and give us a coolness or act under pressure. Coolness check. Okay, so you have got some distance with this thing. You grab. What do you do to start running here?
While right at the tail end, maybe of Falcor's hocus pocus, I like, come on, and I'm like grabbing his coat and I'm just plowing ahead, my little stubby dwarf legs.
Yeah. So the two of you are sort of running off in the darkness, and maybe that's when Cal, you kind of come running out, and you can see the two of them racing, and you can hear the flap of those wings of that creature being thrown up, and this thing is actively in pursuit of you guys right now. So it is soaring above you, and it's crying. And Falcor, you know it's crying back to its master.
Oh, shit.
Cal, I don't know, you taking a move yet? So everyone's kind of running along right now. Would you like to do something?
Can I attempt to hurt this thing? Have I ever bought stuff like this before?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I'm going to try and do harm.
What weapon are you thinking of using?
I mean, he's going to start with his trusty longsword.
Okay. So it's sort of like time for when this thing comes down.
Yeah.
So you've got Weapon Master you could use. Because that's actually the launching attack. That's like you can attack anything within the distance of a room instead of having to be in melee.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I like that.
Okay. So we see
you don't actually roll for that?
That is coolness. You basically roll the...
you roll coolness instead of combat to fight.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try.
All right. So you see Cal this thing flashes out, and how do you get up in the air? Is this you leap on something to get up, or do you...
Yeah, exactly, like a cart that's in the lane, or something like that.
Yep. Then go ahead and give us a coolness check, and we'll just compare it to the engage in combat. Action. Success with complications. Oh, it's so close, too. So you inflict damage, but at a cost. So you're subject to a counterattack. You do less damage than intended. You lose something important. You expend all your ammo. You're beset by a new threat, or you'll be in trouble later. I think it's the counterattack, because this thing is just all, like, it was kind of coming in for an attack anyway. So your damage will be 2 harm on it. That's going to be sufficient to kill this thing, but it is going to try and get a, attack off on you.
Oh, no.
So you can give us an avoid harm check to try and avoid that.
Avoid harm. Is this one?
That's one of the top ones.
Yeah. Oh,
fantastic.
Nice.
So these are fucking 2-foot long talons, and then that thing full of razor sharp teeth. What do we see as Cal takes this thing down?
I mean, I think that it's just sort of like he like I say, leaps off somebody's cart or something and just brings the longsword sort of all the way down through its body. I don't think it was expecting an attack of this nature.
Not at all.
And sort of he turns to, make that last lunge, and Cal sort of falls onto the top of the next cart, the little cloth top or whatever on his back, out of the way.
Yeah. So this thing, you look back, Falkir, and you see this thing has been split along the side by his sword, and it just hits the ground, still smoldering from your power. What happens next, guys?
Oh, timely approach, Caldor. Caldor. But
there are Imperial guards searching the inn. I think they got word that we got here.
Yeah, let's and that thing cried out, so
yeah,
let's make haste.
So what I'd like you to do, Droon, if you want, you can spend that last edge you've got from your dark vision. Disappear.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's. I'll lead them down an alley. Follow me, and take them into a shadow.
So what happens next, then, guys? Cal, you haven't shared what you've learned yet.
Yeah, I think we find some kind of a corner, and I share that information. I met with one of my contacts here, a dwarf, Gorgeth. He has a way for us to get in, but not till tomorrow evening.
Well,
if we have another way, I think we take it.
Well, after this display, we might need to hide out, but Duran said he found somebody who might be of use to us.
I did. She's her grousing was particularly sharp, enough so where they ushered her out of the bar. So she seems vulnerable.
Do you know where she is?
You probably followed her. You got enough of an idea of where you could find her. She doesn't strike you as the type to be that's the last drink she had tonight. She's gone to the next place before she gets kicked out of there. You know her name is Agna from overhearing.
Yeah, this Agna, she has a routine, a circuit. I think we could probably poke our head in a couple of taverns and come upon her quite quickly.
Okay.
So if you did get her, what's the plan then?
I want to try to influence her to work some information out of her, like how we can get it without being seen, or does she have any means of helping us towards that end? That was going to be my original move.
Yeah, to get us in, hopefully. We'll see if she has any ability to get us in the walls.
Okay. So is that what you wish to do then? Is make your way to wherever she is?
Try and find her, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we see Caldalor snuffing away out of that box?
I think you probably do see him rewarding his acrobatic kill with some...
That explains his skill.
Yeah.
He's recharged himself.
So your nerves are calm. That's good. That's good.
I'm feeling good, friends.
Nice.
Let us get in.
Very
So,
good.
it doesn't take long for you to check one. You know, Cal knows the bars that would still be open in Verge at this time, and you're able to find a place kind of near the whatever is the secondary gate there. Whatever this thing is here. There's probably a place just inside there. You find her in there. Falkyr, you've got yourself, hood up and hair tied back, trying as best you can to remain unseen. Does anyone wish, just as a reminder, because we're moving into a scene, this is where you could prompt some of your things. If you're intending on being sneaky in the scene, you could roll your stealth stuff and then spend those points accordingly. If you plan on getting violent, that's when you want to roll lightning fast and see if you can cash that shit in. If you're taking advantage of darkness, you can roll dark vision and get those edge ready too. Some of these advantages, they're sort of, you set them up, you get those edges, and then you see how it plays out over the course of the scene, and you spend those to affect it.
Right.
So,
I don't know. What are you guys thinking as far as strategy here?
I've got no ability to generate edges, so I can't assist you with that.
Let's see. Well, we're going to be...
I think it's whether we're sort of sneaking or not. What do you think?
I mean, probably, since this just happened, I guess.
Sure. Okay, so I'll roll my coolness for my sneak.
okay.
Let's try and sneak in. I do have a really sweet... Oh, another complication.
Okay. Oh, and this particular one, you actually don't get a complication from it. You're just generating...
Oh, it's just how many things you get.
Yeah, like if you roll a 9 or less, then I get to make a move. But otherwise, for a lot of the advantages at least, it just means with a less than total success, you're just getting one edge or two, depending on the ability. So you get one option. Find a secure hiding spot for a while, find an alternate route to avoid encountering people, or bypass security system or obstacle without being noticed. So, Annie, you can tell us.
Yeah. In the interest of maybe possibly giving you another hold, we exposed our location earlier with that fight, right?
You did, but I mean, like, you used your ability and we rolled for your curse for that. The fact that you defeated that thing, I still have 2 hold left over for your thing. Yeah, so, but I'm not gonna it's not like the way that the moves tend to work is this game doesn't necessarily, it does actually make a distinction between hard moves and soft moves. Soft moves are kind of like pending things. So if I tell you that like what I said initially, this thing was hanging its head over and it's trying to startle you, that's a hard move because I've already done something directly against you that you have to resist. It leaping into the air and starting to move after you, that's a soft move where there's a consequence that you can probably tell in the fiction what's going to come from it, but it doesn't mean you're resisting it right away.
Gotcha.
So when I spend hold, typically, as a rule of thumb, I'll spend 1 to make a soft move to sort of set up things that you're going to have to react to, or set up such circumstances that you can take a move to avoid before you have to make a resistance check.
Okay.
Okay. So, but just as one more exemplar, I might build off of that, right? Because I've got the 2 hold. What I might say is that, oh, now they've sent out some other kind of nasty thing that you guys have to deal with, right? Or they're going to start searching house to house and whatever, it's that sort of give and take of how you make the story more, interesting and keep things moving without just constantly fucking over the players and preventing them from making progress.
Gotcha.
So
makes sense.
Yeah. But you guys are heading in here. Cal's got the 1 hold right now. Falkir, Darun is able to point out who Agna is, and she seems to be at the stage of the night where she's more quiet and just sort of angrily grumbling and staring.
Okay. I will attempt to go over there and, I'll go over there and see if I can influence her into a better mood.
Sure.
As far as whether that's getting her another drink, listening to her grumble.
Okay. So why don't you give us a influence other check, please?
It's other.
Okay. So tell us what happens as you walk over. What's your approach here?
I walk over there and slide in next to her, and say, "Sounds like you could use another drink and an ear to bend."
She kind of looks up at you.
May I purchase you a drink?
She looks up at you. You can do what you like with your money.
Okay.
She kind of looks up and down. You're pretty enough to have money. So she gestures to the barkeep to order a drink, and he brings one over.
Says, "My friend overheard you grumbling at the last tavern before they threw you out."
Grumbling? I don't grumble. Who said I grumble?
Well, most of the patrons, but they wouldn't know a good story if they heard one.
She's looking up at you. I think she's drunk enough to not quite understand if she should be offended by what you said, but eventually lands on not being offended.
Well, he looks around and says, "Looking to stir up a little bit of trouble up at the castle. Was hoping you knew a way in."
She looks over. What kind of trouble?
The kind that will throw a wrench into the plans of the nobles. They have a friend of mine that I no longer wished for them to have a hold of.
She looks over at you. And you can see there's a little moment of recognition where she kind of sees what you are. I know who you're looking for. That. She leans in. It's that Kazox man.
Ooh. You're well informed.
When you have a member of the Kazox family in your custody, and you hear the sounds of those things, and when she kind of looks at you, is this an elf thing?
I'll lean in, more of a rebel thing.
Yeah. She's definitely is thinking like, okay. So what is it you want to try and get out of her? Are you like literally trying to get her to let you physically in and then go from there? Are you trying to get information from her?
Yeah, the information like how she could help us get in. And then once I have that, it'd be like try to push her one way or the other.
So I think she is probably... So she is someone who is in charge of one whole... Like, perhaps like the... Not the housekeepers, but whatever the... Maybe the housekeepers or whatever the housekeeping staff would be in the Castellan. She is one of the important people in there. She maybe not be the person who runs it, because that person probably doesn't have time to go out and booze it up. But she's probably like one of those people who's senior enough to have been around long enough to be able to get away with some degree of leniency.
Okay.
So she could get you in through sort of the, you know, the place, she's part of a staff that is responsible for tidying things. And they don't necessarily have access to the dungeons, but they know where they are, and they know what sort of, they would know what type of guards would be in the way of there. She knows that there is an elf among them, and there is some kind of military leader among them as well.
You would do well to avoid that elf. He is not a very nice person.
She looks at you and kind of like mutters under her breath again, elf things. Okay. What is it you want?
Would you be willing to smuggle us in, or provide a way for us to get inside the castle?
Which do you wish? Do you want to be smuggled in tonight?
You know, sooner would be better, but, and he looks at her, whatever way puts you in the least amount of danger for helping us.
As long as you don't get caught, I'm not going to get in any trouble.
And he'll turn the full force of his charisma on her and says, "We won't get caught."
I hope not. I'll tell me you used elf stuff to make me do it.
He'll grin and says, I didn't think I would need to do elf stuff, but I appreciate it all the more."
She's a little troubled by that. So Cal and Darun, I'm picturing you guys are sort of discreetly back at a table together, kind of like looking over, waiting to...
Conspiratorially, yeah.
Okay. So Falkyr, if you look back at them, you can, you know, whatever your sign is for that. Yeah. Do you want to take a moment to talk to your fellas before you fully commit to Agna?
Yeah, I'll tell her, here's enough for 2 more drinks. I'll talk to my fellows over here and be right back.
Okay.
Then I'll move over and say, she's very cooperative.
Too cooperative?
No, she was suspicious enough.
Okay.
She works for the cleaning section of the castle. She has a way to smuggle us in.
Tonight?
Yes. And she's given me details on guard positions and the way to the dungeon.
I think we should make our move now. We've already been in the city too long.
And the beast that you slew is a pretty good distraction at the moment.
Yeah, they're probably hunting the streets. The last thing they would think was that you would make your way in, or at least you hope that's the case. It'd be terrible if the fucking cult leader had 2 hold. Never mind. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
No, I think we're good.
Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to act as if she helped you as much as you possibly could. You're going to get +2 to this roll. Who is going to be acting under pressure here?
As far as the smuggling in bit?
Yeah, this will be reflecting you guys going in. Whoever is making the roll, it's a coolness check, and it'll be a +2 from Agna's assistance with this.
I think our resident sneaky person, Darun, should be doing that, right? You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Hello.
I was just feeling thirsty.
Yeah.
Demo.
Tumo.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Cal, unless you have something particular.
No, I think we should.
All right.
Okay.
Darun will lead the way.
Darun, give us a coolness check with a +2, please.
All right. Nice.
What does it look like as you guys are brought in past the guards and into the castle?
And she's leading us, right?
she's leaning in, so like this could be a matter of like she disguises you, she distracts the guards for you to get past, she leaves the door open. Like I'm fine with you guys leading the fiction where it makes sense for your characters.
I think we follow just a little bit behind, and she leaves it open, and there's a side servant's door, and she leaves it open, and she drapes herself on the brought a skin of wine with her, and does a little of her female wiles on the guard just inside that's a little bored.
Yeah,
and gets him just turned around just enough, and we go boop, boop, boop.
You sort of see how Agna gets away with what she's doing too, is because she can't when she wants to be. Oh yeah, boy! Like yeah.
She takes it down a button. It's the kind of
yeah. So the three of you manage to sneak your way in. You're currently in kind of the. You picture you're like near the entrance to where the servants' quarters would be in here. And she gives you a description of where the dungeons are. There are guards in the way. There are like menials who would bring food in and out among there. And there is a jailer who normally is responsible for it, but they have legionaries down there as well, which typically are not down there. Which prisoner is it you're looking for? Is it that one from the famous family, or is it someone else?
He's the one we're here to get. But I know Caldalor had a.
If we can also find Anvil Shaper, there's a reward for it. Maybe some help getting back out of the city as well.
As long as you're not
friend.
Yeah, as long as you're not questioning. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You could get yourself out of the city if you get him out.
Maybe that would be payment enough.
Well, we should definitely keep our eyes open for that, though. I doubt they'll hold a common prisoner with a noble one.
Hard to know.
I mean, like, how big do you think their dungeon is? That's what she asked.
It's a big castle.
Yeah, but it's a dungeon. Like, you don't need to keep keeping... there's a ready way of keeping your prisoner population down, and that is capital punishment. So
humans.
So I think there probably is only like maybe 3 prisoners down there at this time.
Okay.
So they run a pretty tight ship here. So
okay.
Yeah. So then what's your plan then, guys?
So, how are the guards patrolling?
No, but they're positioned at that. There's 2 legionaries. There is the jailer who comes and goes, although he'll probably be sleeping at this time of night. And there are servants who bring stuff in the morning. I think Caldor, you don't need to make a stealth check. You guys can probably find, or sneak check. You could probably find some place here where they can keep you hidden for some of the day without having to make at least until the dawn, without having to make any rolls. So what is the plan for getting Modis out of here? And Falkir, are you still concerned about what they've learned?
Yeah. Do you think we should brute force it?
Like kill a guard and take his uniform kind of thing? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
And then move around a little more freely?
Right. How do we search the jail is our current challenge.
I could use my elven wiles to convince a guard to cooperate.
Okay, that seems.
If I roll pretty well,
and
that sounds like a good plan.
If he doesn't agree, I will slit his throat.
A reminder: every use of that does potentially draw attention too.
Yeah.
Yes, it is an option, but no. Because one of the effects I can choose is make your victim desire you, and then I could lead them into a corner and Ooh, there goes his head.
Fantastic.
So make it easier to get the tabard off.
A romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Falcro can strike a pose if he needs to, but he's might not want to do that.
Do it.
That sounds good. Let's see what the darkness brings.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do is if there's a position where we can get next to the guards, like I assume there's two near the doors, and they look either way to
So
pay attention.
if you're gonna get your way down to like getting yourself from where you are down into the jail or the dungeon itself, that is going to be that it will take a move in order to get there. If you're just trying to take it from some other guard that is here, some other legionary in particular that is here, that's probably a task you can do directly because you could probably find somebody here. Which guards are you thinking? Is it one of the two that she described as watching the prisoners? Or is it some other legionary that you want to distract?
Because if we can get his uniform, we could be led easily around the castle with the guard, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. To try to get some freedom so we can search and find him. And find both of them, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to get the attention of one of the guards as he's walking down the hallway.
Okay.
Or she, if they have female guards, whichever.
And what are you thinking of doing here?
Well, I'm basically going to see them coming. I'm going to throw open the door and strike a pose and try to lure them into the room.
Using beguilement? Or
I'm bewitching them.
Bewitching them, okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, then...
Just turn on the full glare.
So it is a charisma check then, so whenever you are ready.
Cross fingers. Oh, okay. I definitely want them to desire me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you also give us a cursed roll?
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Ooh, another failure.
3 hold.
Oh, my goodness.
It's all coming home to roost.
Okay.
His patron lady's like, you're not supposed to do that.
So, here is what happens. So, first off, let's deal with this. So, you make yourself known to one of these patrolling legionaries. Mm-hmm. They see you. And you said you wish them to desire you?
Yes.
So they see you, and their sword comes out, and they take 2 steps towards you, and you can see they're just wrapped with, you know what it's like when mortals see you, the way that this one does. Cal and Darun, we're at the start of this scene right now. Do either of you wish to set up any of your advantages?
Possibly.
I'm thinking your sneak in particular.
Yeah, like I could have been hiding to help to ambush if needed. So that's coolness. Yeah,
that is a coolness check. Yeah. Nice. You have 1 option, and you can spend it at any point during the scene. Find a secret hiding spot for a while. Find an alternate
I'm gonna kind of immediately do that.
Okay.
It's like I'm in a good hiding spot, basically.
And this is whenever you act quickly in a scene, Darun, you could set up your lightning fast and see how many edges you get for the scene.
That sounds good.
Okay. That is a violence check.
All right, let's see here.
Nice.
Nice.
That is 3 edges. Your edges can be spent to avoid an attack, blinding speed, engage with every opponent within reach, or uncanny precision. Do 1 extra damage. So the rune has his reflexes on just, a fucking trigger, what is the word? What's the phrasing I'm looking for here? A hair trigger.
Hair trigger.
Cal has concealed himself somewhere, in this. Falkir, you have drawn the attention of this person, and I have 5 hold to spend, so let's have some fun here. Let me see here.
My purpose is to give the DM fun stuff to do.
It is, and this is what makes the game fun, right? Is like you have a direct and significant sort of impact on the fiction as a result of the outcome of the moves, whether that's like achieving what you've got or seeing things getting a little more dangerous. And what you can hear is a voice that you recognize, and it is Vulmar.
Oh, my thing after the break was going to be you should confront your stalker.
Fuck, sorry, I forgot to ask, guys. I totally forgot. Did any of it? So you got confront your stalker. Did either of you have something that you thought of?
Oh, I was for Jeff to seek out that the leaf.
The leaf. Yeah.
Oh, so I love it. Yeah.
I was going to suggest Falkir confront those spirits. Like, there's a reason they're stalking him, and to find out why.
Interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Great options, guys. All of them. That's terrific. And it's all like exactly the kind of thing, like prompting, like to move the story forward in a specific way, to add something new that wasn't contemplated, or just give a good role-playing moment for the character. Like that. That's all great stuff. So he steps out, and accompanying him is a group of 10 legionaries.
Wow.
And he says, I think, cousin, you will find that these are less susceptible to your wiles. And you hurt my pet. And I do have 2 more hold, which I think I'll use. That fucking saber is out and plunging towards your heart, Falkir.
Yeesh.
This is a harm 3. Would you give us a avoid harm reaction,
Absolutely.
please?
Let's double check something real quick. Okay, the armor's for injury. So.
Yeah, armor's for when you're reducing harm. Nice. So yeah, you
okay.
dance
so
back.
He does that, and this less dancing is more. He knows his attack, so he just steps to the side and looks at him.
I think you're overplaying a little bit how equal footing you guys are, but that's fine. Now,
well, just like the first blow, I think he's toying with Falkir. Didn't really intended to hit him.
That's could possibly be as well too. Absolutely. Yeah. Then, who would like to go and take a move first?
You guys have edges. Hurt people.
Yeah. Edges.
You got your weapon master, the advantage.
Oh.
That gives you a couple of other things. You got tripping attack, precision attack, lunging attack.
I do have backstab as well if he is unaware from my hiding place.
He is absolutely unaware, and there are 10 legionaries involved in this scene as well.
Yeah.
Backstab is one of those, yeah, because there's things like you could knock out, so you could like knock out 2 of the legionaries.
Yeah.
I'll use my blinding speed from lightning fast, engage in combat with every opponent within reach of my weapon.
Okay. So then you like are going to throw yourself, let's say like there's 5 of the legionaries you could throw yourself into the range of?
I kind of dropped down from maybe I was on a little, I was hanging onto the wall or something, and I like plopped down in the middle of them and, spin around. And...
Yeah. I think you definitely have a nickname of some kind that we don't know yet.
Yeah.
But it definitely strikes me as you've got some kind of like fucking like, murderer related nickname. So that's awesome. So then why don't you give us an engage in combat check? Roll your Reflexes.
Reflexes. Violence to be engaged in combat and reflexes avoid harm. You want me to do reflexes?
Oh, sorry, not reflexes. Forgive me. You know what? I held up a card that said reflexes, and I just fucking read it like I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Condition response. Yes, engage in violence is what you want.
Okay. Ooh, all right.
Nice. All right. Ooh. So because you're hitting everybody in there. That is 2. Oh, is it on the GM screen? Can't remember here. It's not. So let me grab my book again. Sorry, with you can treat basically groups of adversaries as a single one. They're gangs. I just can't remember offhand what their abilities are. So here we go. After equipment, gangs in harm. Look at that. I'm going to use one of my bookmarks and mark that. Okay. Gangs. So there's 5 of them. It's a small gang. And okay. You guys can get gangs too. There's rules for when you have a bunch of people with you. That's cool.
Sounds like fun. Cool. Need to give me a bunch of groupies.
There you go.
Yeah, really.
Bewitch.
Let's see here.
Let's start at Coven.
There are, no joke, there are advantages that do that kind of stuff. Like there's advantages you can pick that add that kind of stuff in there. So,
nice.
All right, let me see here.
Yeah, but then you have to feed and house them, and then it gets expensive.
Okay, so that is some pretty... because they're legionaries, they are armored, but you are able to do... you injure all 5 of the minions. And... Cool. So you're all 5 of the gang, and then what do I think here? You're subject to a counterattack. I think you'll be in trouble later on is what we'll do. We'll bank that as potentially, because you're sort of throwing yourself in the middle of everybody.
Makes sense.
So Darun has started fucking hacking away at these guys. Cal, do you want to do something as well?
Yeah, I want to do that backstab.
Ooh, nice.
That's the wrong thing.
And I mean, you could target Volmar as well if you want.
I mean,
I don't want to take that away from you, but
the question is, do I feel like Valkyr is quite outclassed? That would be, in Cal's mind, is he in trouble?
Well, Valkyr does know some swordplay, but he doesn't often engage in close combat.
Yeah, what's your violence score?
1.
So he's not unfamiliar with it.
I think I will, because I don't know not to metagame, but I don't know if like having him a little bit injured helps Valkyr even to just even the odds a little, and then I can sort of turn to fight and keep the guards off you.
I think wounds start putting penalties on your rolls.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to hit him with the backstab while he's unaware of me.
Okay, so go ahead and give us a coolness check.
Okay.
So cool, you can
finally
use
roll something good. That's okay.
So 2 means you get to choose one of the options. Aim for a specific part, doing +1 harm. Knock out, you can render it unconscious. Or careful, you act soundlessly, and if your victim dies, you'll leave no clues or traces behind.
No, let's try and do the +1 harm.
+1 harm, okay.
Trying to hurt him here.
Yeah. So you are using
Where is my weapon listed?
Who's unprepared for? Yeah, so you just do. I think your harm is a 2 with the cutting, slicing, and stabbing with your longsword.
Yeah.
So yeah, you leap forward, and that is 3 harm on him. So yeah, you manage to get. He does twist away quite quickly once he feels the bite of your sword. His reflexes are fucking uncanny, but and he may have some kind of magical protection as well. But you do bite into his skin. He spins away. Falkir, would you like to take a move?
Yes. I will respond to his taunt from earlier and goes, "I brought friends," as he's getting stabbed.
Nice.
Galador. And then his mouth and eyes will open wide, and he'll unleash his inner power against this stalker of his.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully. Okay. 2 harm to Volmar, who's my closest opponent.
Yeah. So he is scorched by it. Now, normally, normal armor won't protect against that, but you can see he's got some kind of magical protection on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came prepared today.
Okay, so then it will turn to then Volmar says, "You should have as well." And he is going to...
My patron is my armor.
Oh. He's going to make use of the dark form of healing. He's activating some spell that is going to drain your life force and put it into him. So
why are you the mirror opposite of what I can do, man?
Exactly. So why don't you give us a I think you could give us a willpower, like a keep it together roll, but we'll treat it as an avoid harm.
Okay.
As if you're trying to resist this spell, kind of. Okay. Nice! So it tries to, like, take purchase on you, and you're able to blast it off with light.
Yeah, the trickle of light from my eyes and mouth haven't quite gone away as it pulls that out of me instead of my life force.
Yeah, and you two can see, like, these 2 elves are clearly engaging in some kind of sorcerous duel at this point.
Yeah.
The 5 Legion... Oh, they know where you are now, I suppose, Cal. So, let's say...
They do.
Yeah, so 5 of them are going to turn towards you. So the harm goes up by 1, but the chance to avoid harm is... What is this here? Okay. So what they are trying to do first, with each of you. So actually, not with you, Cal. So right now, Cal, for both Cal and Darun, I need you both to give us an avoid harm check, please. These legionaries have drawn their weapons, and they're trying to attack you. So you're just going to try and keep them off.
Nice.
Beautiful, Darun. What do we see as you're keeping these guys at bay?
It's just a blurring, like I'm right in the middle, so it's like, and I'd go low, and then they, end up stabbing air, and then I pop up on the other side.
Love it. So you're keeping them at bay. Yeah, Darun the Death Dwarf is keeping everybody at bay. Cal, you got clipped. So give us an avoid harm, and I think you've got leather armor, don't you?
That sounds right. It's on page 2.
I think so, yeah. Oh, no, gear...
Yeah, leather armor.
Leather armor. So they'll give you... So make an avoid harm with +1. Oh, wait. Sorry, avoid harm. The net will be -2. Because that is the harm.
Oh, so under reflexes, put my, like, roll avoid
So not
harm?
avoid harm. Endure injury. Sorry.
Oh, okay. And put -2?
-2, yeah, because that's the net of the harm plus the size of the gang minus your armor.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay, so this is one of the cool things. You choose. Are you knocked out? Are you receiving a critical wound, but you can continue to act? I'd also allow a serious wound here instead. So you could have a serious wound, but you're sort of knocked down and not able to act. You could receive a critical wound, but you can continue to act, or you could die. I'm assuming you don't want to die.
No, I don't feel like I should die.
Take the critical wound.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So then, what do we see? Do you think that where they managed to get a nasty cut on you?
I think it's just like the sheer outnumbered. He's just completely outnumbered.
Okay.
And I think that the critical wound, it's probably like the back of the knee or something. Like some horrible place to get someone to cut you.
So you
where
can
your
add
leather armor's not
on your
really
second one. You
protecting
can add in what that is, and it'll be under the critical wounds.
Critical wound. So that's on page 2.
Yeah. All critical wounds just give the same penalty, but it'll be a way of tracking. Yeah, critical wound. There you go.
There's a spot where you could type it in, and then you click.
Oh wait.
So. So under critical wounds, you can just click right underneath there, and then you can add in like cut to the knee or something like that.
Yeah.
And then tick on knee wounds. Love it. Then tick on apply wound. Yeah, perfect. All right. Now Darun, you remember you got that complication? They are currently maneuvering themselves. They are legionaries, I guess. So they're maneuvering themselves to have a more effective position for you. So you could, as a move, avoid act under pressure, try and maneuver yourself to avoid them getting a bonus to the harm, or you can ignore that and just trust that you're going to be able to cut them down. So, back to our heroes. Who would like to take a move? Kalkir?
I would like to go first. So he tried to rip my life force from me.
I need you to roll a cursed because you used your inner voice or inner power last time.
Oh, okay.
So I may get harm from that. I got the hold. Yep. Okay.
Well, I'm going to roll it again here in a second. Because he tried to rip life from me, I'm going to give him harm from Caldalor. I'm going to attempt to use my Lay on Hands ability and transfer his wound to Volmar.
Okay. Love it. Okay. Nice.
So this says I just have to be able to see the victim but not touch them, and they're not required to consent. And I think he gets to roll against getting the wound, but I stabilize his wound.
No, NPCs generally don't have, I don't make any dice rolls in it. So what do we see?
So you feel the flesh knit back from your back of your knee, and you can click stabilize on that so it doesn't penalize you. And then all of a sudden the gash opens up on him.
Yeah.
Nice. His knee's cut. That's beautiful.
Yep.
Love it.
And then I'm going to roll this because I used my powers again.
Yep.
Okay, nothing.
Nice. Okay. Maybe this is even it's not a matter of you being subtle. You're bright, the brightness of your power is actually keeping these things at bay. Who would like to go next? Darun or Cal? So Darun, currently these things are sort of closing in into formation. You can ignore that and just try and engage in violence once again. You still have 2 hold as well. So remember, or 2 edges with your lightning fast. So you can keep those, like, even if they're maneuvering in, you can always spend that to just to dodge an attack.
I think if I can, I'll use the blinding speed again and just dive into the middle of them again.
Fuck yeah. Give us, absolutely. So it's a second edge you're spending on this. Go ahead and give us a engage in combat check.
All right. Come on, baby. All right.
Oh, complications again. All right. But once again, Jesus, like, one more round like that, or one more exchange like that, Darun, they're going to be fucking dead. So you're just, like, cutting and nicking at these guys, moving so quickly around. Do you want to spend another to do a back-to-back one? You can spend it at any time during the scene.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm banking the complication from that, though. So I'll tell you what...
okay.
But let's see your action first here.
Okay.
Come on.
Holy shit.
Okay.
All right, so then that is the case, but what I am gonna... I'm gonna have you make... one of them is going to be able to make a pretty significant attack. So I need you to avoid harm on this, and it'll take a -1 to it.
Okay.
Only because there's the two of them. Ooh, okay, so this will be half the harm. So the total would have been 4. Give us a endure injury against 2, and I think you've got armor as well, don't you?
I do. Let's see. I have chain armor.
Oh wow! So actually, just a flat endure injury then.
Okay. Endure injury. Oh, nice.
Could you please tell us what it looks like as you murder in a fucking, like, blinding display of violence 5 armed legionaries?
Yeah, he's yelling at this point. Yeah, and he's just sinking his blade and like his blood flying and there's spray and viscera. And I want to say that perhaps with that last roll there, that some guy, sinks a knife, but lands right in the armor. Like, woo! Like, that's why you wear armor, kids. That kind of a.
And that's the last one to go down with a reflex. Your hand spins around and that hatchet just fucking like lands halfway into the side of his skull. Boom.
Yeah.
5 of them are down. Cal, what are you doing?
Wow. Well, I'm gonna use my battle. What's it called? Battle.
Weapon Master?
Weapon Master, yep. And attempt to attack these guys.
Go ahead. Which one do you want to do? Launching attack? Precision attack, which ignores armor.
Let's do some precision attack.
Okay. This you get to use coolness instead of violence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to check for. Coolness. There we go.
Okay. So then that'll be with 1 complication, but with...
His wound's giving him a penalty.
Did you turn your...
still... I thought I did. Oh, it did still give me a penalty.
Yeah, in which case that'll be a 15 then, which is a free and clear success.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You might need to close the sheet and open it up again. I can't remember why we were... I think we've seen this problem
before. So the lay on hands, I can stabilize it. If I get a complete success, I completely remove the wound. So you can just delete it from your...
Yeah, he should have been... Oh, sorry. I thought that's what you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just hit stabilize. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I think this'll...
That's what was hitting me earlier in the session, why I had that -1. It's because I had a head injury on there I didn't remove.
Got it. Okay. All right, so then that's that. And then I think... I think I'm going to need you to give us a avoid harm check because you've sort of managed to get it into this guy's armor, and they are... Oh, this is your first time attacking these guys. So this guy is quite badly hurt, but he might be grabbing your hand. So you're going to try and like pull your hand free to make sure he's not grappling that arm. So it'll be avoid harm. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're... pull it free. All of our heroes have acted now. So Volmar, is going to try and do the same to you. He touches his wound and then just and moves it to you. Do you want to try and avoid harm with your willpower?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Do not use the fell magics against me.
No! Jesus. Okay, so you can add a critical wound on yourself now.
Lovely.
As this slash opens up and he stands himself back up and gets into a fencing position. Darun has murdered all of the legionaries around him, so then just Cal, I need you to give us an avoid harm as they're trying to hurt you. Beautiful.
Nice.
Swords are going out and you're just battering to the side. Another sword swings down. You knock another legionary sword in the way to parry for you. Another one is trying to like get an angle on you but can't find you. And the other one just was staggering back because he thought he had your blade in his hand.
Yes.
Which of you would like to make a move next?
Drune, clear the room.
Drune has used up all of his lightning fast. But he could engage in violence for sure.
I will engage in violence. I will go where I am needed.
Okay.
All right.
Or engage in combat, I think is what it's called, right?
Yeah, combat.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you leap in there and there we go. Okay, I was trying to sort of figure out what the total wounds is for these numbers. Cal, I think you actually murdered that guy. Like maybe he was trying to get you, he just sort of moved his sword up a little closer and was like, instead of grabbing your hand. You basically helped him kill himself. Darun, you leap in. There is another one that is down from you hacking at these guys. So there's 3 in this gang remaining. Either Falkir or Cal.
I can go next if you'd like.
Oh, hold on.
Sure.
There is a complication. Darun, as you cut this guy down, you can hear the thwump and that sound that you heard before where you were hidden. And it seems as if there is one of those spirit hunters that is stalking towards this room. It's very enclosed in here, so it's going to have a hard time maneuvering in here, but you can hear one outside. It must be coming for Falkir. And sorry, John, did you say you were going to go next?
Yeah, if Caldor's fine with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to be unleashing my inner power again. Just as I'm getting fed up with Volmar and his mimicking of the powers. This is one thing he can't mimic. So
Okay.
I'm just going to hopefully hit him.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, no! It attacks all living beings, including yourself. So in a kind of panicked moment, I guess, Falkir just unleashes this.
Yeah, he just erupts energy.
So I need Darun.
I mean, it's still going to hit the enemies, but it's going to hit us too if we don't take our rolls.
Yeah, shit. So I'm going to let Darun and Cal try and avoid harm. You're not going to be able to avoid this, unfortunately, so you're just enduring the injury.
Yeah.
So be endure injury at -2 for Falkir, and then Cal and Darun, you can try and avoid harm here.
All right.
Good job.
You rolled a 0?
Oh.
I rolled a 2 -2.
Wow.
-3, because I had a critical injury from the knee.
Why is the -2?
You said the -2 for endure injury for me, right?
-2 for injury? No. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, because of
the
the harm.
harm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because of the
yeah.
harm. Yeah. Okay, so let's deal with this. So, Cal, you've seen this before. You're like, shit! And you maybe like duck behind one of the legionaries who gets fucking zorched by this. Volmar, likewise, is quite badly hurt by this. And then, Darun, would you give us a avoid endure injury? You're not going to get the benefit from armor because of the nature of this one. So it'll just be -2 to your endure injury.
Yeah.
Okay, I pick one. I think you'll get a serious wound. So however you want to describe that, like, you know, radiant burns or something like that.
Yeah.
Just put
and
that.
And for me, I can't pick critical wounds because I already have one. So this literally knocks me out.
Yep.
It's like a huge burst of energy, and he just crumples to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So fortunately, it did kill all of the legionaries that were in here, and Volmar. So Cal's gone. Oh, Cal, you're left to go. You're left to go.
Oh yeah.
Get that out.
Yeah, I'm going to attack him again. I'm going to use my weapon master to try to. Oh, I'm going to try to trip him.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah, let's see if I can knock him down.
This knocking myself out and helping others is becoming a habit, Kevin.
Oh,
Yeah, seriously. What? Okay.
Ooh.
So, do you kill this guy? Because that would be enough damage to kill this guy at this point, or do you just knock him down or knock him out?
I don't know. He's so dangerous, and I honestly, even though it's Valkyr's, enemy, I feel like the opportunity has just presented itself. Like maybe I knock him down and I can see the way he's falling. Like my blade is just gonna fall. I'm just gonna pierce it right through him. I think I just do it. I just this thorn will finally be cut from Valkyr's side.
I think so you get it, and he looks shocked, and all he says, like looking at you, he says in Elvish, "Not like this." Oh. And then dies. Valkyr, I need you to give us a cursed check as well.
Oh no.
Whatever the death of Volmar, whether it's Valkyr, there are dark spirits that are appearing here right now, guys. You can feel the whole thing is fucking trembling. All those hunting spirits are beginning to become active. Cal and Darun, you are the two ones conscious right now. What are you going to do?
I think I would look at Darun and be like, grab him! Let's run! We must find them now.
Oh, you're muted.
First thing is I'm only knocked out.
What? Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, pick you up. I'm telling Drew to pick you up.
I'm dragging
start
him.
running, or dragging him. Oh, he doesn't
dragging.
pick him up. He
No, I don't pick him up.
Yeah.
I grab him by his scruff and I'm dragging him behind us.
Yeah. We got to move quickly.
Okay, so then let's.
Kev, you could also choose and give me a serious wound instead of knocking me out. So.
You actually choose it.
Oh.
Yeah, for the bad result from that, it's a player that chooses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just I really like that about the game.
Well, I'm assuming
I choose
you're
for the
only knocked out for a certain amount of time.
Probably
for a dramatic thing.
Yeah.
So the okay, so here's what I'd like you guys to do is as these things, this is sort of like quasi like end of Raiders of the Lost Ark with these darkened spirits kind of howling and beginning to appear here. The death of a crown elf is no small fucking thing in the spiritual world. So I'd like each of you to give us a keep it together check for Cal and for Darun, and then we're going to do an act under pressure. One of you is to get down and free these guys. One is to get the fuck out of here. So,
okay.
First, give us a keep it together.
Not me, right?
Not you. No, you're okay. Unconscious. You can't.
Good.
Oh no! Oh god.
Oh, so normally this one is the reverse. Like GM chooses for this. I'd sooner hear Sean. What do you think Darun is doing now?
Let's see. I think it probably has to do with what put Falker down.
Yeah.
Like, he's not crazy about Falker dithering with the darkness in the first place.
Yeah.
I knew it. Here we go. And like, Falker goes down and there's just all these dark things going around him. And he starts swinging Falker around, trying to get the spirits away. And that's clearly not working. But, so he's just like, and he's like, so, Cal, you can see Durr start to lose it over there as he's swinging Falker's unconscious body around, trying to.
You may hear over the sound of the spirits and whatnot of him saying, like, make it stop. Do you think he's paralyzed? Do you think it's an emotional trauma, or is this like a life-changing trauma where this is everything he feared, adventuring with an elf?
What were my choices again? It's
really, whether you're stuck in place, whether you are suffering emotional trauma, -2 stability, or this is a life-changing thing, -4 trauma.
I think it's probably the middle one without it's probably the middle one. I'll mark him down to
-2 stability. Okay, here. So he's still able to act, but he's fucking freaking out, screaming shit in Dwarvish. Did you succeed? Oh, complication.
Yeah.
What do you think? How are you feeling? Angry, sad, scared?
I think that it's probably scared. I mean, I probably have some inkling of how bad it is to kill one of these elves.
Yeah.
And we needed to run out of here before. We really need to run out of here now.
Okay. So this thing, maybe and every time you feel one of these spirits sort of tugging at you or pulling at your scalp, you may think it's him, trying to drag you off with him. So since Cal seems to be the one who's more keeping things together right now, Cal, why don't you give us an act under pressure to get down into the prison? The legionaries are going to be so distracted. It's a matter of chuk and get them down so long as you succeed in this. But
hey,
what do we see as you storm the what do you call it, the dungeon?
I think he's sort of using the confusion and the fact that these spirits are here to get to the he's telling them what to do, go get the protect the master or what, I don't know, whatever, just redirecting them away from wherever he is, right?
Yeah.
The next guard, follow them. He's just sort of in their confusion and the quick action. It's just they're not even looking that Calidor's not one of them. Basically,
it's hard to throw doors open. You can find. Are you freeing both Modus and Brosnock?
Yes.
Okay. So Modus, you guys know this guy better than I do. What is Modus's reaction? Is he grateful?
I think I think they're surprised that we've come through all this danger for.
Might come hug you.
Yeah,
big hug, calm down.
Yeah, captured, interrogated, and then the whole place seems to be falling apart.
Right.
Yeah, and I can't believe you're here. It's sort of
you actually came. What's going on?
Yeah. Then let's Darun, you've got Falkir in your arms. You're trying to use him to wade off these spirits. You have your prisoners. Would you kindly act under pressure for us? Get us out of this keep.
All right. Let's see. It's going to be auto. Yeah, I think it's automatic. I
don't think stability impacts it. It's only wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So I should have keep it together as -1. So if it doesn't give me a -1, we'll know. Act under pressure.
All right.
Ooh, I rolled big.
Incredible.
So it should be 18, but it doesn't matter. 18.
Should be 18. Okay. So then, Darun, would you care to narrate for us? How do you get out of the Castellan's keep?
I think I want to say Caldalor, you know, probably pops him in the head or something like, "Come on, dwarf, Jiminy Christmas," because I was completely out of control, swinging Falker around by his coat, you know, and so like, yeah, and he's like, "Found you, I'm with you," like complete nonsense. He goes, "I'm fine, I'm with you," and like grabs onto the back of Caldalor, you know, just to like, you know, for direction. And like, so it's a train now. He's dragging Falker again behind him, you know, on his back. And then Caldalor's like, you know, pressing ahead. And I've got one hand on Caldalor's, you know, coat or something.
So then, guys, with your companion saved, or your agent saved, with Gorgith's ally saved too, guys, how do we end the session?
Well, I imagine Falker is like starting to crack his eyes open as they're smuggling themselves out through the tunnels that we discovered in the first entry. Like, where are we?
Yeah, that I can see like that, plus you know, maybe Caldalor and his old crony that's like, yeah, getting us out. Like some scene of us passing a guard section or something with a wink. You know, I'm suggesting Caldalor, if you think whatever would suggest you and him connecting, you know, and him facilitating the deal, the last part with his buddy standing next to him or something.
Yeah, probably, right? Like, you know, here's your friend back. You gotta get us out of this city, man. That's the only payment we ask. Well, and maybe one more container of thorn powder.
And maybe a round of drinks. I mean,
so with your, I mean, I guess we'll have to see where you guys would head, because I do want to tell you how we would normally end a cult session. To determine how much XP, we would look at, we would answer these questions for us here. For one, I mean, if you succeeded in achieving your dramatic hook. So what were the dramatic hooks that you guys recommended to each other?
Get some more of that leaf for Caldor.
So again, it's not something you do. A dramatic hook is something you suggest another character to do.
Oh, right.
Right? So what I assume, though, John, is that you said Cal should get more thorn.
Yeah.
So if you did that, then Cal, then you would get 1 XP. You would suggested him confronting his adversary?
Yes.
That'd be 1 XP for Falkir, and then Darun, what did you suggest?
I said Falker confront his spirit nonsense, like whatever that darkness was.
Okay, which didn't happen, but that's okay. Yeah. Right? So then, here's the questions. Have we discovered anything new about the capital T truth? That's sort of like the underlying secrets of the campaign. I think you guys did.
It's really bad to kill crown elves.
Yeah.
Good thing Falkirl didn't die then, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Next question. Have we learned anything new about our characters? I mean,
yeah, that's an easy one.
Definitely. Yeah.
Rune's freaking amazing.
And finally, have we challenged ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we took on a very dangerous mission.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you guys, so then it would be 4, 3 XP. Now, if Darun had another, like you would generally have other ones. I think it's like 3. You can have active dramatic hooks. And yeah, so like there's more in the first session. You set up your own dramatic hooks. And then it's after, or either that or the GM sets them. And then after that, it's always the players at the start of the session who say, hey, you should do this session, you know. And then if it gets triggered, it gets triggered. But that was great, guys. Like that's what you guys achieved.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So let me bring us back to our main screen here.
That was so good. Knocked myself out with my own burst of light. I was like, I knew it was going to happen.
And you annihilated all the legionnaires. Like you got yourself out of that fight thanks to that one thing, and then Cal had to finally have that opening to be able to take that guy down.
So good.
Great stuff. And this is the thing I really love about this game is that it's not for those listening at home. Players did not know these characters at the start. John and Jeff had played their characters like 2 years ago, one time. but we picked up these characters. We said, this is the broad idea, what we want. You guys are going to go in and save somebody, and then, the game let us figure out what was happening in between. So love it.
And setting up my character sheet 2 years ago really paid off tonight.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this fill-in session of the Oak of Ashes, our attempt at using Kult Divinity Lost to play a dark fantasy game. You can see as well, even just from this session, I think, how you would see the campaign build from this, right? Like we've started setting the groundwork for certain things, what you guys choose to do next, and what was in response, and how you choose to, further your plans to rebel or whatever the hell it would be. That's all stuff that we would see at the start of next session. Do you guys have something you would want to see from one of the other characters as a dramatic hook?
Oh.
Like, assuming the next session will be starting off with us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to see Darun confront his emotional trauma from all those spirits with Velcro.
Love it. Yeah.
I warned you, Elf. Don't do that.
Yeah. We had this conversation.
Didn't happen. I wasn't aware.
Maybe Caldalor go into a full drug binge, like try to go and see, like he thinks there's wisdom, he gets some idea like there's actual wisdom in it, like an LSD type of thing, and goes deep.
Well, the neat thing too, like just game mechanic wise, I know you're probably half kidding about it, but like you could in theory spend your XP, because you're getting XP, to buy a new ability. Maybe you learn some fucking magic ability.
Oh,
right, like further your connection to your elven roots, right?
That like needed the drug, even tied into the drug if you want.
Yeah. Like the game has an incredible XP system that gives a fair bit of like runway for the characters, and there's enough cool, unusual abilities in the game that you can easily model a fantasy style setting or fantasy style game, while also allowing you to have really fucking badass characters that are not magic whatsoever. Like you're sneaking around murdering people shit, the lightning actions thing, or lightning reflexes, and your weapon mastery thing. Like those are both, I think, very, very cool abilities.
Yep.
It's something that the game does. Yep. What I found lacking sometimes in the other Powered by the Apocalypse games and other Forge in the Dark games, this game does have fucking badass combat options for characters. So just because it's a story game, and just because a lot of the stuff is going to be very roleplay heavy, when you do get into violence, there's neat options for you to pick.
Right. So, yeah. It still feels exciting and interesting for sure.
Yeah. There's more.
A lot of cool stuff happened in that fight.
Definitely. Yep. Yeah.
Even when I failed back to back, it was still great.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the building up of the I was spending hold in order to bring that thing to I wasn't going to just have the guy be there without some justification for it. But you had a 5 hold in that. You deserve something interesting to happen, so that's why I was going to be fuck it. We'll confront you with this guy and a bunch of legionaries, right? So it's neat the way the game feeds. It's almost like the way that Momentum or Doom or stuff like that works in some of those other games where there's the narrative meta currency. It's just it's more directly focused to things that you're doing in the story. I really love not rolling dice for it too. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to about Simba Room coming up is not being able to focus just on the story and on the rules. Not worrying about picking up dice. But awesome. Then I guess for our players, any other comments before I finish with the outro?
Would play again.
Yeah.
Hopefully not 2 years down the road.
Man. It's one of those games, every time I run it, I'm like, why do I not run this more often? It's so much fucking fun to run.
It's a good game.
Mm-hmm. And again,
we played solo way back when, and that was fun too.
Yep. Yeah. It's we played which story, Sean?
We played Kult one-on-one.
Solo. Yeah. No, it's great. And that's a thing I thought would be a great way to kick off the long weekend. It's just the conversational element of us adding things into it, and you guys all did such great jobs of taking the narrative and putting it in interesting places. It's fun for me to be able to then play off of that stuff too. So it's great stuff.
Totally.
Awesome. Again, for those listening at home, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game, or the whatever, I'll post these character sheets if you're interested in seeing them to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. You can find a link to it down below. I believe we've got a Story Games channel. I'll post them there. There's also channels for our Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat. You're more than welcome to join us. There's very helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly people over there. In addition, there's a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they do not have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they will send you an email when it comes in stock. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NOBLEMUSER. It's all caps, all one word. It is listed in the description of the video. That'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more. And that discount code will change as of October 15, 2025. So if you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos, and you'll see what the current discount code is there. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart players. Guys, this genuinely was so much fucking fun to run for you. I really, really do enjoy playing this game, especially with such great players. Perfect way to kick off the weekend. We ended up having to pick this up for those listening at home. The guys had about 15 minutes of warning that we were going to be doing this instead of the other thing, so we would plan for this. This is all, we got a satisfying story out of this, and it is largely due to the credit to the players for keeping the story moving towards a point where we can get it resolved. So thank you very much, guys. Boy, I love running this game. Then, for those listening at home, we'll be back in the grim darkness of the far future in 2 weeks' time to generate a new party of heroes. Heroes? A new party of protagonists, I think, is probably a more accurate descriptor. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles our heroes in Verge are encountering or rebels, I suppose, are encountering as they're trying to keep the embers of rebellion alive in our Oak of Ashes setting. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.